They'll come back. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are you going to be good?
Yeah.
Because this is our week, man. This is what we've gone for all week. It's Do You Know What's Fucked Up? And for all of you sitting at home, watching us on new streaming systems, this is your week too. Not only do we have some of the most fucked up stories this world has to offer, Eddie Focus is going to come in at the end of the show with his famous Ted Nugent Award. Sit back, plug in, man up, get a beer, scratch your balls, and get ready for the Loke and Jabroni show.
I'm excited. I'm ready, and everybody's right here, ready to focus. And this is the episode of You Know What's Fucked Up, one of our premiere episodes, the brainchild of Mr. Eddie Fuckus himself.
The man in the box.
I love it.
I'm gonna fucking break that.
Why are you throwing shit around, man?
I'm not trying to. I just want to make that noise.
Literally throwing things around.
We need some sound effects, man. It's fucked up. I'm ready for this. So how you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been hanging. I've been chilling.
Good.
As you can see, I'm wearing my Celtics
Yes.
apparel. The Celtics are 2-2. They came back. Everybody was like, big shout out to my man Green. I know you're not watching the show, but you should, because I'm giving you a shout out. Of course, I'm going to give Isaiah Thomas a shout out. My God, he lost his sister and he's playing like a damn freaking fiend out there. But when you couldn't have asked for a bigger hero at any given time, Green, thank you for being Green and living up to your name and being a Celtic, baby. Because now we are leaving. You like that?
I see what you did there.
We are leaving Chicago and we are heading back to Boston.
Now, I want this. I know the Celtics are dangerous on their own home court, unlike the black and yellow team that plays in the same building.
And sometimes the red and blue.
They shit the bed this weekend. How the fuck do you lose a 3-goal lead?
I do.
Fucking Bruins. That's all I gotta say.
I hear
fucking
the Bruins are fucking.
That's my sports talk for the day.
That is.
Whalers could have done it.
No, they couldn't.
No, that's why.
And if they did, no one's there to see it. 8 people were there.
They became hurricanes because they couldn't do it.
Exactly. All 8 fans in attendance at the Hartford Civic Center.
We know. Yeah.
Sad sack fruit.
I'll tell you what a
motherfuckers.
great last year that was, though, man. I got some dirt cheap hot dogs. They pretty much mailed me tickets.
They wanted people.
No, they
in there.
pretty much
save the team.
Pretty much mailed me
There
tickets,
was no
and at that
saving
point, I
the
was so
box.
done with the team. It's like whatever, man. Whatever. Man in the box is there. There's the man in the box. As
Welcome.
Always.
Welcome. I like seeing you up there.
I do like seeing he's chilling on there. It's a nice addition to this.
Nice.
So, gentlemen, I believe this is You Know What's Fucked Up X, right?
X5, X9. It's up there.
I think it's 10, right? I think it's X.
I think we passed 10 like
I thought it was
a
9
while
last
ago.
time.
I don't know.
So many
telling you,
so many
it's
episodes, so many alligators getting fucked, so much shit in Florida. You tend to lose track.
So many beers.
I'm pretty damn positive.
Let's put a little happy out for just a mix pack.
This week's...
Actually, funny side note, I was at the Wonderful Mystic Aquarium today, and I did stop. They have 3 alligators as part of one of their exhibits. First thing they popped in my mind, because they were rescue alligators. First thing that popped in my head is rescued from Florida, right?
Rescued from that
Florida,
guy's backyard.
That fucking sick son of a bitch.
Right?
We went out for a nice Sam Adams festive, once again, Boston, because we are living Boston proud with the Celtics. Proud of them, boys. Red Sox, not so much. You're stinking. And in lieu of my man Dustin Pedroia just being a complete D-bag and throwing his teammate under the bus, Dustin, here you go, buddy. You get to have your jersey worn by a Yankees fan. How does that make you feel, buddy? Shut your mouth. Let people play freaking baseball. Hashtag laser show. Shut the fuck up, man. Seriously. Do the one thing that you're good at, and lately it hasn't been that.
Play ball. That's it. Play fucking ball. This is jersey number 3 in my 4-week
You going to get through a whole season, Dustin?
Probably not. He's going to get injured. By July, he'll be on the 15-day, which will extend to the 30-day.
You going to fake another injury by September?
Probably.
Dustin? Shut up and play ball, Dustin. Hashtag Laser Show.
If you're a first-timer and you're wondering why I'm wearing these colors, because April is Autism Awareness Month, we are trying to raise money for autism. Go to www.autismspeaks.org. Donate some money, screenshot it, send it to us, and much like Will Shabbat negotiated, his $200 donation gets me to wear Red Sox gear for an entire month. The hat goes to Frank Sadowski, who put the $25 tender up after I announced whoever came in first with that donation gets the hat. So congratulations to them. We just got another $25 donation today. So congratulations and thank you, Mark Azarju. You don't win anything except the pride of knowing that you're helping a good cause.
I'm getting nervous.
And eventually.
You getting nervous for what? What'd you do? Oh, yeah, the sweater. He doesn't want it to go.
He can get taxation is theft right across.
That would be badass. But we could do that with duct tape and Gorilla Glue and just...
Oh, absolutely, dude.
We'll do that on our own. We don't have to spend money, man. We can do it right here.
It'd be fucking beautiful.
Table's sturdy. We got you.
So
That's fucked up.
Here we are once again in another edition of You Know It's Fucked Up. We got our, you know what? How mean of us.
How mean of us what?
Ed, what's on your mind, dude?
Yeah. I hadn't quite gotten there either, but that's okay.
I was just checking, make sure the streams are tight. They're tight.
Nice.
Tighter than a rat's ass.
Toy like a toiga.
Toy like a toiga.
I want to wait on mine. You guys go first.
I did. I was happy about my Celtics.
Oh, like
that was the what's on your mind part.
Oh, what's on my mind?
See how
just a little
how we
one.
do it is we all go around the table and talk about what's on our mind.
First, is that how we done that every month?
What I do is I just
that's
I
how we
move
do
my
this
face,
every week.
I move my
week.
face over yours and
feel
leave
free.
It
the best you'll look.
God, not really a lot going on.
Venezuela.
Oh. Look, you can do a whole show about what's fucked up with Venezuela.
Yeah.
Drink any good beer lately?
2 today, actually.
Nice.
Drank a Clown's Feet Clementine White Ale. That was delicious. And now I'm drinking this Rebel White Citra IPA, and I'm finding it strangely delicious.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what we're going for this week was the IPA pack from Sam Adams.
Yep.
This is the Citra. Next, we will have the grapefruit.
The grapefruit. And then in between them, just to cleanse your palate a little bit, the Eternal Flame has sent ahead some deliciousness. We have our shot glasses ready, and we're going to have something that's a little sweet and a little spicy all at the same time.
It's going to be beautiful.
Kind of like me.
Yeah.
Eva Longoria?
Yes.
She's fantastic.
I'll take it. So why don't you swing for the fences, man? Lead us off.
All right, you ready? So I got titles too. Like, you ready? Harambe Part 2?
Ooh, you got my attention. I like Harambe.
Oh, as you know, here at the Loki and Jabroni Show, we love Harambe. Harambe is we miss him. We miss him so. Unfortunately, we as human beings never seem to learn from our mistakes.
Not usually.
No, never. So, you know what's fucked up, guys?
What's fucked up?
In Santiago Zoo, Chile, Franco Fierada, 20 years old and a self-proclaimed prophet of God, stripped down naked, jumped into a lion pit, and then they, of course, proceeded to nosh on him. They had to kill 2 of these lions to save this dude's life.
All right. All right. I didn't want to do it. I'm going to do it. You guys have all been to one of the big zoos, San Diego, Bronx Zoo, any zoo, any large. Roger Williams right here in good old Providence, Rhode Island. And what is the sign they put up outside the bigger animals, elephants, gorillas, lions, etc., so forth?
No flash photography?
No flash photography. Don't feed them. Don't fuck with them. Don't jump in.
Don't jump in.
But this guy, prophet of God, God will protect me. No, he didn't protect your sweet, tasty ass, did he?
His whole idea was the apocalypse is coming, and he wanted to get, God, closer to God sooner. He survived, albeit with nasty trauma to the head and pelvis wounds. Because as the male lion was noshing on his head, the female lion was going to town on his, because that's what they do. They go for the soft spots first.
Okay, no,
dude.
that makes sense.
They get the gushy spots first, so they were trying to go for it. I mean, dude, fuck with a lion, right?
Right.
Fuck with a lion, man.
Wow, and that's a good way to lose weight. If you're a little, thick in the middle, jump in the lion's den.
But they had to kill 2 of these fucking lions. They had to kill 2 of these fucking lions.
This is not an unusual thing. It's actually a pretty popular phenomenon. There's these evangelical religious people that do these things with snakes.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, they do these things with these snakes where they actually allow these venomous snakes to bite them, and they say that God won't let me die, and in some cases they die.
Look, no offense, people. You're allowed to be religious and you're allowed to believe what you believe, but God don't have a freaking horse in the race when you jump into a pit full of lions.
And no offense, if you jump into a pit full of lions, you deserve to get noshed on.
Oh, my God.
And I'm sorry, first of all, look, this is how I look at it. The parents already have the kid's eyes covered because a naked guy just ran in front of them.
Well, yeah.
So instantly, the kid's eyes...
He was naked?
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
He stripped down naked and then proceeded to jump into the lion's pit and then grab onto the male lion, and then the male lion started notching on his head.
So here's the thing, though. Devil's advocate. First devil's advocate of the day.
We need a.
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
First devil's advocate of the day.
Some ominous music with it.
Should the zoo
Undertaker.
Should the zoo have let that guy die?
Yes.
No, absolutely not. You're right. You're absolutely fucking right. I do agree with you 110%. And that's the fucked up part, is us as human beings, we value life, human life, so much in that aspect that we are willing to kill 2 animals that we pulled out of fucking wild, their homes to create a home for them. And then somebody invaded their home that we created for them. And then we shoot them.
You expect not to be angry. Yeah,
I'm now gonna pull Super Devil's Advocate 2 Turbo Edition.
Now we definitely need graphics and fucking music.
I know. Satan from fucking
since
South
we,
Park.
as humans, pulled these animals out of their natural habitat where they're natural hunters, do we not reap what we sow?
No, stop.
Do we not deserve whatever consequences come?
Okay, that part. You jump in.
Exactly.
You jump in, you get eaten. Fuck you.
So he gets eaten, right? So you let the guy get eaten. That's my point.
I'm just saying. It's funny. It's one of those. I think this is one of those conundrums where you could go around in circles about it.
No, you could. And that's my point. Like, the kid's eyes are already closed. This dude was naked and streaked apart. So half the moms are like, "Oh my God, naked!" And
oh my God, naked.
Yeah, not the fact that he just jumped in with the king of the jungle and his wife.
That didn't even happen. He literally took off his clothes from over here and ran in front of people and then jumped into the line. So he was already naked and running in front of people. People already had their kids' eyes closed. I say let him nosh.
I literally got no sympathy for this guy. If he'd lost a leg, fuck him. If he had lost an arm,
I'll give you an update. I'll find out, seriously.
Yeah.
But I know they said major head trauma and a pelvis injury. But they showed the female lion going in for that and the male lion.
I mean, like Harambe, it sucks that these lions died.
Yeah, it does.
But would you, as a zookeeper, what are you going to do?
No, you have to. You have to kill the fucking lions. You have no choice, because if that dude dies, and even though his parents, he's dumb, but his parents aren't. His parents are like, you literally let my son get eaten by lions in front of 55 people.
You and I had a conversation yesterday.
There's a YouTube video of him getting eaten, and this is bullshit.
I'm not buying it. You and I had a conversation yesterday about certain stalkers of celebrities. Yeah, and how they go to airports and hotels and all this, hunting down rock stars and athletes and whatnot. If you're dumb enough to run across the track in a NASCAR race, you get hit at 200 miles an hour and you die, fuck you. Your problem, not the track. If you're dumb enough to jump into the lion's den at a zoo, fuck you. Your problem, not the zoo. Come on, people. We're supposedly the most intelligent species on Earth, yet we're stripping naked and running into the lion's den? You're a special kind of window licker, aren't you guys?
That was for God, man.
Fuck.
That was for the apocalypse.
And again, God showed him how stupid he was, dude. I ain't helping
High
you.
definition Super Devil's Advocate 2 Champion Edition, the new challengers.
Of course, he can't breed now, but
Right.
Even though, like, yes, I think it was right to save his life. Obviously, it's a consequence of us taking these animals out of their natural habitat. But at the same time, I think that zoo should be able to sue that person for the 2 dead animals.
Correct.
I agree. He should have to pay for whatever it is, the cost of lions.
The rules are posted.
Fuck it is. Yeah.
I think the guy should go to jail for trespassing.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah.
You know, because
yes.
Because I mean, even if you allow someone in your home, if you have a sign on one door that says "Do not go in there," and I go in there, that's trespassing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, and you're warned. There's already a sign out there. So clockwise or counterclockwise?
I don't give a fuck. That guy's the dumbest motherfucker I've ever heard of.
We are going counterclockwise here.
Okay, so in the last week, my first story is about a dead person. My second story will be about a dead person. They both have instances where, once again, the fantastic major media outlets, and in this first case, one in particular, is already printing fake stories, and the body's not even quite cold yet. Aaron Hernandez, who we've all had fun with in the last couple weeks,
I object,
is purported by only one media outlet on Earth, the New York Post, a tabloid, basically the National Enquirer and a daily edition, of having a gay lover in prison. That story came out. I shared it with you guys privately. I didn't want to start it because only the New York Post.
I saw it circulating.
I saw it a couple days myself.
So today there was another story that they want, according to the New York Post. Remember I said the New York Post because they're about as trustworthy as Donald Trump at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got nothing. They got nothing. That the investigators want to talk to this guy to see if there's any insight as to why his little butt buddy killed himself. First of all, I don't buy it. I don't buy that he had a gay lover, and I don't buy the New York Post saying that Aaron Hernandez grew up bisexual. I think in today's day and age, we would have known these things, or he would have come out to somebody, family, friends, whatever.
I don't know. He looked at Tom Brady, and
everybody looks at Eddie looks at Tom Brady that way.
Well, then he
no Edelman more than Brady.
No,
after that Super Bowl,
seem like an Edelman guy. That catch though.
I see like
that catch though. I get it.
That catch though.
Why not just let these people rest? Let's get a little past it before we start making allegations and all of this mess. I'm sure his daughter doesn't need to hear it. His fiance didn't need to hear it. His mom and dad didn't need to hear it. If in the event they even read this trash rag of a newspaper, what is the point?
Well, it's like I said before, dude. With this whole Aaron Hernandez thing, it's been in everybody's face since day one. I mean,
I think it's worse because if you think about it, it's really close to home. I mean, he's from Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends that actually saw his funeral procession go by.
Yeah,
you know, it's.
I have fucking friends that knew him growing up. You know, it's
right?
Like,
you know,
people. It's a small fucking world. I mean,
I've noticed this 50-50 split. There's people that completely motherfuck him, and there's people that will defend him tooth and nail. And I noticed most of the people defending him are from this area or attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
Or have known him all his life.
Look, I won't defend him, but I will say this: you threw away a fucking incredible talent. You threw away an opportunity. Like, dude, how many people in this area can say that you were a tight end for the New England Patriots?
A champion.
I mean, exactly. What
a multi-millionaire champion. Because you can be, no offense to him.
And then I'm looking at it this way. Let me just ask you this. Say Hernandez stays in, right? Say Hernandez doesn't do this, and say Hernandez becomes a Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with Gronk?
There would be no Gronk.
Does Gronk stick around with his injuries? Think about it. He has a back injury. He just went through another back injury. Exactly.
He's gone. If Aaron Hernandez didn't kill that guy, Gronk doesn't happen. Or if he does happen,
no, he does happen because
else.
He was together with Hernandez regardless.
But he wouldn't have
and
happened
he had to
here.
go through his contract. And my point is,
I think the only reason Gronk is popular is because of his antics.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'll buy it. And he's a pretty decent football player. Let's not.
Of course he is. Around. Dude, he's almost 7 foot tall, like what, almost 300 pounds. His hands.
But see, that's not what people talk about a lot, though. They always talk about him partying and drinking.
Parties, the commercials.
That's what he does.
Now he's been on Family Guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you're an athlete and you're on Family Guy, you're not like legitimate.
He just made his second appearance.
Real, man.
Right?
You're not real.
He just made his second appearance on WWE. A couple weeks ago, after WrestleMania, when he did the thing there.
I was hoping we wouldn't talk about it, but since we brought up Hernandez, what do you think about the I don't know if it's conspiracy theory, if it's truth, that because he killed himself, his other conviction, since it was on appeal, is thrown out, and that the Patriots now owe his family money.
No, the first part is correct.
It makes me think that this stupid motherfucker wasn't so fucking stupid after all.
You violated a code of conduct in a contract that you signed legal and binding. Regardless of if he got convicted or not, he didn't have to get re-signed with the Patriots. If he had been found not guilty, they don't have to re-sign him. You violated a code of conduct in a contract.
Yeah, but he's innocent.
What I understand,
he's innocent.
though,
it wouldn't be bound.
I read a little bit on it. From what I understand, though, there's monies withheld because he was charged, and if he was convicted, he loses it.
Right,
yeah.
And he would not be convicted. He would be acquitted of these charges.
They don't give you like they don't hand you the cash all at once.
No,
because you cannot play games or just quit. Or,
right.
But from what I understand, there was monies owed.
Yeah.
And residuals.
That's what what he's entitled to, not the whole contract like you're reading online.
But it's still a ton of money.
The remainder
would go
of that
to his daughter
year,
and his
it's enough for his
wife.
And that's my point.
The remainder of that 1 year, however he made in a year.
I think they said it was like $6.5 million.
It's a lot of money.
Give or take. It's not the $25 million that he signed for.
No.
Even if it was $1 million, that's enough to take care of his family
it's like 7 million or something like that, dude. It's a nice chunk, and if it does go to his fucking daughter, like I said,
but there's a
kudos to him.
There's a legality to it because of the voided contract of him breaking the code of conduct that they all sign off on. And as far as I'm concerned,
like I said,
that's up to...
He would be acquitted of it because
the Patriots,
he'd be considered innocent.
I've read the Patriots are going to fight that if it's true.
It's up to them. It's completely up to them.
They didn't confirm it, but I think they said our legal team would fight that.
Yeah.
As well they should.
I mean, of course. I don't think they'd be like, yeah.
And I'm torn. I'm torn because, Hernandez is a piece of shit, but then I look at his child, and it's like, God, she shouldn't have to suffer.
See,
so if they
neither
do get
should
the money,
Odin Lloyd's daughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that get.
It's that ripple we talked about it last week. He
Exactly.
thought about X. He didn't think about Y, Z, 1, 2.
But
he didn't
regardless,
think about
he's still, and unfortunately, because it's such a high class, or not high class, but it's such a high. What do you call that? What it's just fucking. People are watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a high profile, high profile fucking court case. Like people are watching,
like OJ,
and there it is.
Oh yeah,
there he is blowing kisses to his fucking daughter. You can't, if you got a fucking heart, you can't help but feel bad. Plus, like I said before, dude, Aaron Hernandez is a good looking guy. There's no way around it. Remember that dude that had the bright blue eyes, and he was that thug that had the teardrops, fucking tattoos. Remember how many women gave up money to fucking get him out of prison? He tried to start a modeling career. What happened?
He found out he's not that attractive. It was just a good picture.
No, not only that, dude. He wasn't that attractive. He tried to be straight for like a month, and then he went out and he fucking assaulted somebody with a fucking weapon. Again.
You see that with rappers become popular sometimes. They can't get out of the life they came out of.
Right.
Even though they got all this money, they still do stupid shit.
It's too easy. It's part of it. It becomes part of their fucking part of them.
It's hard to get out of it. And I read, I was reading an article with the Hernandez, and they think that's what happened. He couldn't even. He had all this opportunity. He could not get out of that life.
It is who you are. You grew up around it. It's not unlike, like you said, with the rappers. There are some rock and rollers that you can point to came from nothing, and what do? The minute they get money, they piss it all away.
Yeah.
You see, here's the thing. I know it's not murder or anything, but you see with people who win the lottery. Poor is a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Being broke is a situation, and it's temporary.
Exactly.
Being poor is a state of mind. You can give a poor person $300 million, and they will be broke within a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's not hang on a topic too long and beat a dead horse.
Yeah, we've been swinging on this one for a while.
What do you
Ruling
got,
on
man?
the field stands. Both feet did not touch the floor.
Well, I get fired up about stories like this. And it's an article. It's a few years old. It's a few years old. And it talks about people who buy little homes.
Mm-hmm.
The title of the article is The Troubling Trendiness of Poverty Appropriation.
Poverty appropriation.
Yes. It basically says...
Break that down.
Basically,
poverty is poor.
Wealthy people or well-off people who choose to live in tiny homes, who choose to live economically, they don't want a lot of waste. That's where a lot of these little homes come in. are appropriating the lifestyle of poor people.
So because you don't want to live in opulence, you're appropriating.
Yes,
That's horseshit.
So you hold on to
you're
the
bad,
money.
You're bad for the economy. You're not spending. It's
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I do agree. I mean, are you staying home because you want to stay home in this little house? I mean, it's one thing to say own a small house because you want to save money because you do want to go travel the world. You know what I'm saying? And in traveling the world, what it is you're physically going out and you're spending money to all these places that you're visiting.
Do you honestly? But here's what I get out of this. They're mad because these rich people are not buying 7-bedroom, 5-bathroom opulent homes. So if they choose to live, I don't know, here at the Valhalla Entertainment Complex with 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a nice garage, a decent yard, they're appropriating the poor folk.
No, they're not spending their money.
It's their money. They can do what they want.
They're saving. Yeah, but that's the point.
It's not so much the spending money, but like, and I have seen this on TV. This is the only part of the article I kind of agree with. And you see this from dumpster diving to trailer-themed bars to hot cuisine in the form of poor household staples. It's become trendy for those with money to appropriate the, quote, poverty lifestyle. And it troubles me for one simple reason, choice. This is the only part of the article I do kind of agree because I have seen, like you saw, I watched this show about cheap people,
right?
Where they go dumpster diving and they take their family out for fine dining at an all-you-can-eat buffet, grab one plate and try to make a buffet out of it.
Right.
I mean, okay, that would annoy the piss out of me. But however, I can't tell somebody what to do with their money.
No, you can't.
I'm a very big advocate of that.
It's your money. You do what you want.
And as far as the tiny house thing goes, all right, let's say you live your whole life as a snowflake, and you're like, oh, I want to recycle, save the world, save the whales. You buy yourself a tiny home off the grid, don't pollute, making your own food. You're off the grid. You're not creating any kind of environmental impact, but somehow you make money. You have money.
Okay.
Why wouldn't that be a good thing?
I agree with that totally.
That's proactive.
I don't care if you're the richest guy
and it's practicing what you preach.
You know who the richest guy in America is right now, off the top of your head?
Bill Gates.
Okay, if Bill Gates wanted to eat beanies and weenies every night, Bill Gates can eat beanies and fucking weenies every night and spend $40 a week on food. If Bill Gates wants to go down to the Palm and have a $112 steak and top shelf whiskey, he can certainly do that. It's his money. He can do what he wants. So if someone's going to get bent out of shape because X person didn't spend their money in a manner that is appropriate to a rich person, maybe they should get rich and spend the money the way they see fit.
I would agree.
Not my fucking
But here's
problem.
the thing. Here's the thing, too. Like, and if I was single, I would go for one of these tiny homes. I think they're neat as hell.
Sure.
500 square feet. You got a place to sleep. You got a place to put a television.
Yep.
Like, it's no waste whatsoever.
It's like your first bachelor apartment.
Well, I'm sick of this whole appropriation thing, and you know I am. Like, you can't have dreadlocks because appropriation now. You can't, like, rap music, it's appropriation right now. Like,
Can't have a penis because
That's appropriate.
that's John Holmes appropriation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we've gotten around the table, so now we're going to go to the new fantastic. Let me reach. Ed's not going to like this, I don't think. He might, though. Bird Dog Whiskey has been here before, and we are back with it. This is Bird Dog Jalapeno Honey Whiskey. Oh, look at that face. I'm very happy to see you have a happy face right now. I haven't even cracked the label yet.
No, well, the Bird Dog was good.
Yeah, we had
The peach one was good. They got blackberry.
Blackberry is good.
Apple.
Apple one's really good.
They had chocolate, which is currently on my shelf at home because that's
Not touching that.
I know you won't. I recently found out they have a strawberry
not to cut you
variety.
off.
Go ahead around the table.
Not to cut you off, when I did my my little live stream set at my buddy Dave's house there, he gave me this milk chocolate stout that was phenomenal.
Ooh. It's got to get around the corner there. Just before we go into this fantastic.
Now, I just want to say, like, any liquor with jalapeno in it, in my opinion, is worth trying.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
We had the
I agree.
jalapeno beer that one time. That was
kick-ass.
good.
That was from the fine folks at Black Pond Brewery.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah,
The
they're
Sculpin.
still there. I could go for a refill.
Nice.
I think I still have the bottle. I never returned
Do
it.
you? Roll that beautiful whiskey footage. All right, so let's take one of these and get on to our
All right.
next round of fuckedness.
Okay.
Here's to being fucked up.
Here's to
And the Loki and Jabroni show, as usual.
Here's to appropriating Kentucky culture.
Yeah, we shouldn't drink whiskey. It's appropriation. You get the sweet first. Then you get the burn. Then you get the burn. I love it.
I'm impressed.
I love it.
You know what I like about this? Anything that's infused with jalapeno. You know how sometimes alcohol, any kind of alcohol, scotch particularly, or gin, has that really bad burn?
Yes.
Jalapeno covers up that bad burn.
Yes,
and
it does.
It
With
tastes
a smooth one.
right, and it just tastes like you had some really, really good like peppers or Mexican food
Yep.
or
I'm gonna have you take that.
Oh, yes, sir.
I've had jalapeno Tabasco tequila before. That was really good.
So there it is, folks. Go out if you're in our area. You get this at Big Gary's in Montville, Connecticut. Bird Dog jalapeno.
It's really the only place you can find it right now, man. I can't find it.
Pretty
in a
much.
lot of
We went to
places.
4 places.
We have the gift sets up in Northeast.
Well,
No,
Northeast
check
is the
it out,
place
yeah.
to go if you're
Yeah.
up in that area. Yeah.
All right. So,
This better not suck.
this is awesome.
It's time for you to appropriate. You know it's fucked up.
A cartoon brought back Szechuan sauce, and now a cartoon can actually bring it back again. You guys remember Szechuan sauce?
Szechuan sauce, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? Well, Rick and Morty's recent season 3 premiere came around.
Okay.
Everybody's been talking about that.
Rick declares in his personal goals set that he plans to get the discontinued sauce brought back from 1998. Now, if you guys remember, this sauce came out in 98 for one reason, for a cartoon. For a Disney cartoon, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it was part of the chicken
Mulan.
McNugget gimmick, yeah.
Right, exactly. You can get all your favorites, but one of them was the Szechuan
Yeah, the
sauce.
Szechuan, that was awesome.
And it was fucking fantastic because it didn't matter if you dipped your fries. It didn't matter if you dipped your McNuggets or if you put it on your fucking burger.
You could have dipped a titty in that. It would have been amazing.
It was fucking great. This shit was fucking great. A McDonald's rep has recently talked to some of these people because they come, make this happen, make this happen. Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty wants it to happen, make it happen. McDonald's rep, quote, "We never say never because when our customers speak, we listen."
Where's my McDLT then, asshole? Not that I would ever want that brought back.
So, it's not really a fucked up because I used to love this fucking sauce.
It was
I thought
amazing.
it was a great fucking feel good story. You pretty much answered into my question. That was what I was going to say. Thinking of McDonald's, what is the one thing that you miss that they don't have no more? That if the reps were like, hey, look, we're having a throwback Thursday every Thursday, and we're bringing back the Szechuan sauce and
The Chicken McNugget Shanghai.
What was that?
Yeah, you got Chicken McNuggets, but they gave you chopsticks with them.
Oh, no
And
shit.
that was the year they introduced their sweet and sour sauce.
Oh, okay. That's way
was the
back.
first one.
It was in like a little Oriental style container. It had
Okay.
chopsticks. And
All right.
Actually, it had three. There were 3 Asian style sauces. The only one they kept was the sweet and sour because there was another one.
Yeah.
There was a spicy mustard, I think,
Yep.
and there was
I missed
It
the
was like a
spicy
soy.
mustard.
It was like a soy
some
sauce.
kind of barbecue-ish sauce, but it was nasty.
Yeah,
It wasn't the good barbecue sauce that they have, though. It was the other shitty shit.
No, yeah.
So you said McDLTs.
No, I was totally joking on the McDLT.
I was gonna
That
say
shit
I
can
actually
go to hell.
like those. Those weren't bad.
No, I had
Those
to
weren't
make
bad.
those. That's a pain in the ass.
That's why they didn't last, dude.
That's right. Anyway, no.
any sandwich with Jason Alexander dancing around on cars.
There you go. Remember that commercial?
Actually, I liked the
Oh,
McDLT how it tasted. I hated putting it together.
yeah.
But I was like fucking 12 or
The
some
hot
shit.
side
so-
hot, the cool side cool. Just give me the fucking sandwich. At the McDonald's, the 2 McDonald's that I worked at when I was a teenager before the Army came a-calling, they had pizza.
Oh, you
The
totally
little
took
personal
mine.
pizza.
Totally took mine, man. I missed the
True
pizzas.
story. There are still McDonald's that serve
They
pizza.
Yes,
are.
there
He's
are.
right. He's right. There's
But if,
also
if you're asking me in my area what I'd like to see brought back, it's either going to
It's
be
pizza,
that or
man.
that they had the
that was
cheddar
mine. I love
mushroom
that.
melt.
No, the cheddar melt. It was
That was
grilled
good.
onions,
Oh, that
cheddar
was
cheese
good.
sauce on
Yeah,
a wheat
okay.
bun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
cheddar and
I didn't
onion.
like the onions. I skipped the onions, but it was cheddar sauce. The
was-
cheddar sauce was the bomb.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
you're
I'm
right.
not a cheese guy, man, but I ate the snot out of those things, man.
You know what I would actually? There is something I would sell my teeth for.
Heroin?
the original McChicken sandwich. I would love it back.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Before everything was like, that all white McChicken breast. Fuck you. Give me that processed shit.
Yeah.
Like it tastes like a big McNugget. It was fucking awesome.
It really was.
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
was.
Absolutely. So, Rick and Morty, if you make this happen, if we get some Szechuan sauce back,
Uh-oh,
man.
Ed's cringing. What's the matter?
He doesn't like
Doesn't
grapefruit.
have the grapefruit. I'm
Yeah, it's
enjoying
me.
it.
I'm doing the same thing. Like, it's not like the first sip is good, and then the grapefruit hits you, and you get like that bitter face. But I'm pulling.
You're not. I'm not a fan of grapefruit. Like he can't do blueberry. I'm not a fan of grapefruit.
Well, mine's
so.
an allergy.
Whatever.
All right.
Wearing your allergy like a badge of honor.
That's right. See the blue bee right there? That's my blueberry allergy.
It's your
hat.
allergy.
Yeah, it is.
You're probably itching
Actually-
right now.
No, I'm actually gotten used
Actually,
to this. I'm not going to say I'm
If
going
you
to keep
take
it.
2 big swigs, it kind of like you get a whole lot of hop, and then it almost kind of cancels out the grapefruit. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
there it goes.
here's the thing.
Never mind.
It's two things I don't like. It's the IPA hop and grapefruit. So yeah, either one of them canceling it out. It's like
Yeah, I'm not doing this one again.
That's fine.
actually quick hit. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Somebody shared a meme that totally blew my mind and made me rethink everything about Star Wars.
Uh-oh.
It was a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi handing the lightsaber to Luke Skywalker, and he said, "Here, it was only used to kill about 30 younglings or so, and then I might have seared your father's arms and legs off. I don't remember." And I'm like, "Holy fuck! This lightsaber was used to kill kids."
Wow.
Hello.
And Luke had
What about
been
all the
using it.
sand people? And not just the men either.
No, that one wasn't. He lost that lightsaber afterwards. Remember, it broke in the factory. Oh, Obi-Wan's gonna kill me.
That's right. Yeah.
He had gotten a new one after that, and that was the one he used to kill
good
the
call.
younglings.
Good call.
Now Rey's using it, so I figured it out. That lightsaber's fucking cursed.
Is that what you think?
I don't know. Luke's pretty badass.
Yeah, but not until after he got rid of that lightsaber and built a new one.
Then again, we don't know what happened to all those kids that he was supposed to be watching either.
Right. Oops. Sorry about your damn kids.
So
Crazy
what do you
shit.
got, man?
Well, gonna go.
Fucked up you have.
Let's go right back to death in the major media. Unfortunately, over the weekend, we lost another piece of our childhood. Aaron Moran, who was Joni Cunningham
Yeah, Joni.
on Happy Days and the offshoot one season that
Joni
nobody
loves
watched
Chachi.
except Eddie. Joni Loves Chachi.
I didn't watch it.
Hey, quick hit. Who did the music for Joni Loves Chachi?
Shalana.
Wrong.
Damn.
He wrote the music and Joni and Chachi sang it.
Scott Baio.
Wrong. Vinnie Vincent, who went on to play and Kiss. And you
Wow.
wonder why he's off in obscurity killing dogs
Wow.
and living in a hovel in Tennessee now.
Shut up, Vinny.
Yeah, that's really cheese.
Fuck.
There will be
Fuck
no
Vinnie
talk
Vincent.
of Vinnie Vincent for the rest
Fuck
of the
Another
Vinnie
quick hit.
Vincent.
You know, Mork and Mindy is a spinoff of Happy Days.
Yes, because
Yes.
Mork arrived and whatever. That was good. See? I like that.
I did know that one.
Aha.
I
So,
did know that
What
one.
other show was an offshoot of Happy Days?
Laverne and Shirley.
Yes. See, we could do this all
Did you
day.
know? Did you know the decades changed from
Yes.
the time Laverne and Shirley was on Happy Days to her there when they showed up?
Yep.
The only people that didn't change was Lenny and Squiggy. They were
Yeah.
still dressed up like the 50s.
Yep.
And you know the south side of that, right?
No.
Jeffersons.
That was actually All in the Family.
Look at his
All
That's
in
why we
all,
needed-
it's just another brick in the wall.
Put it in. That's why we need a trivia night, man.
You get a graphic for that soon. Every time someone adds a brick to the wall.
I got you. But they moved
Love
on
it.
up to the east side. So already the major media is already getting on this woman. The woman's been dead, 2-3 days now? They had speculated a heroin overdose.
I
They
heard
got
the
the
same
results in
thing.
today, actually.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Stage 4 cancer, gastrointestinal. And she had been fed through a tube for the last couple of years of her life. So maybe, and this goes back to the Hernandez thing too. Look, I don't like Aaron Hernandez, and I don't think much about Aaron Moran after Happy Days ended. Let's be honest, none of us did, except unless
No,
you
I heard
watched
she
that.
was in a.
She had a bad spell.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah,
She did
unless
use
you,
drugs for a
yeah,
little while.
unless you watched that Scott Baio thing about 10 years ago that he had on VH1, nobody thought about Aaron Moran. But for these people to come out and say she was a heroin junkie, she did have a bad spell. Henry Winkler came out and had a statement that said, "Oh, yeah, she had her time. She this, that." Ron Howard, same thing. Stop jumping on a fucking story that isn't there.
It's a 24-hour news cycle, man.
Fuck, I know. We go over this all the time. It just seriously, if one of us went, if we hit big,
that's all that matters now is clicks.
If we hit big and this guy dies in his sleep
dude.
from, I don't know, let's say a heart ailment, the first thing I don't want to see is like, weed and this caused his death. Fuck you. Let the fucking doctor do their job.
Just a side note. That's what I gotta say. I'm kind of proud of what we're doing.
Kill me before weed.
I'm kind of proud of what we're doing here because yes, we do have affiliates and we would like people to click on them, but we don't use shitty, cheesy headlines to get you to click on them.
Yeah.
If you like what they got to offer, click on them, buy something. But we're never gonna be like, click this if you want your dick to be hard, real hard.
Yeah.
Or should we?
I think I did that once.
Maybe there's more money in the paycheck now.
But that's also why, like, I personally, and I always run it by you guys. I only pick people that I think fit.
I agree.
Who we are and who our demographic is.
Right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I read that she was living in a
double wide,
right, mobile home there.
On her mom's property.
Right.
Here's the thing: the last article I read though said she died at home, and then I read an article the day, like around the time you were mentioning, where it was just like she got kicked out of her trailer.
That was her home that she shared with her husband.
Right. That was
big house.
Right.
Well, her mansion, but she was living in a double wide on her mom's property for the last couple months.
Like,
her mom
who knows what the truth is?
Her mom made a statement about how she was being fed with the tube in the late stages of this cancer. 56 years old. It's tragic. Again, another piece of our childhood is gone. I'll always remember the smile. I'll always remember she was bubbly until the later episodes when she got older and she became sassy.
Yeah.
Not quite as sassy as Dee from What's Happening. That was my favorite. But she was a part of the child. If it wasn't Daisy Duke, Joni Cunningham was your first crush. Seriously.
Kiss my grits.
You had a crush on Flo? She had the biggest tits.
Big tits.
Oh, my
man.
God.
Big tits.
For a 40-year-old lady, and that was 40 years ago, man, she was banging. Polly Holiday, baby.
Huge knocker.
That's right.
What was the only woman on MASH? I forget her name.
Loretta Swit, Hot Lips Houlihan.
Hot Lips.
Houlihan.
Yep. Who I think took everybody on in the unit at some point.
Dude, when you're 6 years old and you have no idea why your pee-pee stiff. Ugh.
See, I was the different. I never found her attractive. I always found the slutty nurses that followed Hawkeye around to be more attractive. You always see him walking into the main mess hall tent with the two girls, one on either arm, and they were cute. And then they run into hot lips.
You want to talk about
pre-pubescent
boners?
If you can say it,
I can say it. Pre-pubescent boners.
Go ahead.
The Star Trek episode I Mud with all the doubles, the double androids, and all the hot double android chicks. I had so many fantasies about them.
Yep.
Mine was the blonde cop on Chips. Randy Oakes played that character. See, we need a trivia gimmick. Oh,
yep.
So fucking good at this. Randy Oakes, look her up. Back in the 70s/early 80s, that was the hottest woman, and she filled out those tan biker pants even better than Ponch.
Mine was,
and I can say that because my mom would say,
Samantha Fox.
Yeah, well, you're only 2 years younger than me. How do you have?
I think she turned 60, and I was like watching her. I'm just
Who did?
Samantha Fox, and it's like
that's not hard to believe.
I'm looking at her, and it's like you are still a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I saw a picture of her not long ago. She still looks good.
She's
like who was the hot Italian actress in Grumpy Old Men, and she did all sorts of movies for years and years.
Oh,
Sophia Loren.
Sophia Loren. Raquel Welch.
Oh my God,
all still fine.
And Margaret even aged well, and she was in those movies too.
You guys mind if I take a minute?
Absolutely not. Go ahead.
Fap away, man.
It's in the budget.
Well, let's move forward.
So what do you got?
What do you got? Yeah.
Yes. So, I'm sure you guys have all heard.
Mm-hmm.
Bill O'Reilly fired at Fox News.
Yes. Yep.
It's called the fired factor.
You ready for the fucked up part?
I know the fucked up part. This is
Fox picked him up.
No,
he started a podcast.
Yep.
Oh,
it's on his website, and it's starting next week.
Yep.
The No Spin Zone. This may be fucked up. This may be a good thing because his demographic is too old to use the interwebs.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
The other fucked up thing is that they're paying him through the end of the year. Which he doesn't, like you said before, rich people don't do this the same. Rich people don't get fired the same as us.
No, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that.
You sexually harass somebody, we're going to fire you, but we're going to pay you till
He's
December
like, well,
31st.
I already had shit paid for
problem.
the next 5 years.
Here's a problem. They didn't fire him because he's guilty. They fired him because he's a liability.
It's a PR thing.
Right.
Well, no, he's costing them money.
Of course.
Like they settled all these complaints about him, and I know settling is pretty much an admission of guilt as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
In most cases, but
we just talked about that yesterday.
Here's the thing: it's like, and Fox News is like, hey, listen, your demographic is about to die next year. You're costing us more money. You need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're truly, and I don't like Fox News, but if they are truly the right-wing, conservative, proper, family values news station, he has to go. I mean, but look at what they've lost already. Megyn Kelly, gone. A heavy hitter for Fox News, gone. She's going to start working for, I think, NBC.
Yep.
Like, she's going to work for their news, and she's going to have her own daytime show. She is actually in a no-compete clause. That's why you haven't seen her. She'll be back in July. But, yeah. So, first Roger Ailes, and then Bill O'Reilly for sexual harassment. What I find fucked up is, what the fuck is happening at Fox News?
It seems to be a magnet for all things wrong.
I just totally shared that.
So did I.
That's awesome.
We're sharing right now. Come join us. It doesn't get any less fucked up from here this week.
I can retweet.
And I need a 5-minute heads up from you so I can cue the music. These people our new friends on Periscope and YouTube need to hear what happens when the award gets given out.
Oh, absolutely. That's coming up.
The Ted Nugent Award?
The Ted Nugent Award. You'll find out about that later. As far as Fox News is concerned, it's always been this harbinger of depravity. Go back to the 90s. I can't remember his name. The one guy got bounced. And it was because he fucked like 7 interns. And then you go into the 2000s, and there's always scandal here, controversy here. Now we're in the 2010s, 3 years short of the 2020s, and now it's Bill O'Reilly, who, despite going nuts on Inside Edition that one time, has always been, depending on how you look at him, just this straight and narrow guy. Yes,
he is what he is.
Yeah, his views are fucked. Let's be honest.
They've never changed, though.
But our views are fucked. But we don't. We are who we are. And I always saw. I read a couple books by Bill O'Reilly, not because I was following. It wasn't any of his factor books. Those light,
because you were thinking you had too many brain cells and there was no room.
No, they were the books he wrote about the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, killing Kennedy, killing.
I read the one about
killing Jesus.
No, I read Killing Kennedy and Killing Reagan. And for what it's worth, look,
Riding with Lincoln.
I've pretty much come to they're pretty factual. I'll put it that way. Have you read them?
No, hold up. There's been I watched a couple actual news stories where they broke it down book by book. The guy lies about so fucking much. Like what the Killing Kennedy one, he claims to be he claimed to be near, I think, the hotel room where
I don't remember reading that.
There was something where he claimed to be near the hotel room where Martin Luther King was shot or something.
I remember reading that he was in the same hotel that Reagan was shot in, but he wasn't near the crime.
Something like that.
And there's nothing I can do to corroborate that. But
but here's the thing:
having read the books, I can tell you that that's not true.
Somebody tore his books apart and was like, "Well, he was here during this time, so he couldn't possibly be there." And there's a lot of factual things.
And you know what? I'll buy it. But in these 2 books, the only 2 books I've ever read that have Bill O'Reilly's name on them, Killing Kennedy, Killing Reagan, as many documentaries as I've watched on both of those, the assassination attempt on Reagan, and you guys know me, I'm a Kennedy assassination conspiracy freak. There's nothing in these books that I pointed to and went, that's bullshit.
I believe the smoking gun.
I do too.
I think it's the smoking gun. When you break it down, that one is the only one that's kind of airtight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll buy it. As far as Bill O'Reilly's concerned, fuck him. I don't think they should pay him a penny.
I don't think so either. I'm sorry.
Rich people don't get fired the same way.
But you're absolutely right. They don't, and that's
rich
the way
people
it is,
don't go broke the same way.
It's the same way. It's basically their.
Can you stop fucking around with that microphone, please?
Round 3.
I don't have a lot of room here. No, it's look at it this way.
Round 3. Pass.
You have a contract. They have a contract they have to uphold, and they're not. Here's the thing. Quote: they're not firing him. They're letting him. They're letting him out of his contract early, so they have to pay him something. They essentially have to buy out his contract.
I wish I could be like that.
Okay.
I wish I could walk up and grab a set of tatas at work. And then
you have to call them that at your job because they're mostly Mexican.
They're Mexicans, right? Exactly. So their tits are tatas because they're Mexican. So
I'll do half. Let me do half.
So
I got to work in the morning.
I turn around.
So do I, but you don't hear me
I
bitching.
don't. Yeah, fucking whiner.
I got to deal with home improvements.
So, yeah, that's that. Yeah,
I just have a seminar in the morning.
You got to deal with the $3 Bluetooth speaker.
It's $9. Thank you very much.
So, like I'm saying,
moving up.
Yes.
So I grab these tatas, and then I sit there and I turn around and I say, "Well, did you see them? Look at them.
Gorgeous.
They're awesome. I just wanted to grab them and see if they were real." We're gonna have to let you go, Mike.
Yeah, good. Pay me for the rest of the year.
Okay, that's fine, but you got to pay me for the rest of the year, and I'm going to start my own podcast, and you got to sponsor.
And I'm going to take those people that used to follow me at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, whatever time I was on.
They're going to come with me.
If their grandkids can help them find him.
Fuck you, Bill. Fuck you.
It goes back to Aaron Hernandez. In his contract, you violate a code of conduct, you're out. No penny, no nothing, no.
Fuck you.
No, do not pass go. Do not collect $6 million. Bill O'Reilly, same thing. You violated the code of conduct of Fox News, if they even have a code of conduct. It's Fox fucking News. But if they do and you violated it, not penny one. Fuck you. Get out.
I agree.
Fucking Bill O'Reilly.
I mean, just look at all. There's like a ton of people that are no longer at Fox News. Like I said, Megyn Kelly, Andrea Tantaros is another one. There's another one that still contributes to them, but she keeps quiet mostly because Roger Ailes, the bigwig there at Fox News, got ousted too.
Right.
So rapid fire. Do you think we're about to see the end of Fox News?
Absolutely not.
Because Tucker Carlson, I think, is getting his slot.
Absolutely not.
Fox News, as we all know, dude, for me, it's like the National Enquirer at this fucking point. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck they're going to come out with next. You really don't. Mm-hmm. They were at one point, Fox was on top of the world. Remember back in the 1990s when Fox was on top of the world?
No one can explain it.
Unfortunately, Fox never moved on. It's kind of like the fall of TNA or TNT. You know what I'm saying? The same idea with the fucking wrestling. They just didn't want to
TNA.
fucking...
You can't move forward. You're going to just tread water.
I have no problem with conservative news, but when you're an apologist for your team, it's a problem.
Right. Henry Rollins said it in one of his books best. I go to the Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, CNN to an extent, BBC World Report. That's where I get my news. And if I want to laugh and be entertained, I turn on Fox News. They're entertainment. So if you are... Yes, thank you. If you are someone who's searching for honest news and world report, you go to these outlets. If you want to laugh your ass off at stupid people, you watch Fox News. What bothers me is a lot of people look to Fox News as that beacon of light in this maw of abyss that is our world, which really isn't, because you're getting spoon-fed like pablum, this bullshit. I wish Morton Downey Jr. had been alive today because he'd be all over Fox News like a cheap suit in the rain.
I did love Morton Downey Jr.
Fox News is entertainment.
Dude, that was great. Now, he was entertaining.
It's like this.
He was entertaining.
Let me break it down in ways maybe some of you guys can understand a little bit better. MMA is sport. Wrestling is entertainment. The Washington Post is news. Fox is entertainment.
All of them can still hurt you. Round 3.
Fight. Here's to real news.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Wherever you can find it.
Right here on the Loki Jabroni Show.
All right.
Let's make this happen.
Here we are.
Where opinion.
Splashed with fact.
I don't want to end up on the Southern Poverty Law Center listed as fake news.
Married couple has sex for years and still cannot produce a child.
Okay. Happens.
It does, right? I hear you. So they decide, and they don't want to be named, and you'll see why after this is all said and done. Of course, because it's it's fucked up story. They decide to go get their PP checked and the JJ checked, and everything's going on. And for some strange reason, the doctor decides to do a specific test.
I'm retiring the whiskey, by the way.
Do you know what's fucked up?
What's fucked
up?
He did a DNA test.
Oh, dear.
Why would you do a DNA test when you're trying to figure out
dear. Where were
why
these people from?
aren't getting pregnant?
Where were these people? Was
Oh,
Their
this
brother and sister.
Florida or
They're
Arkansas?
twins.
What?
They are fraternal twins. Their parents died when they were really young.
Thanks for coming. The Loki Jabroni Show wants to sign off for the night. I can't take this shit anymore.
They are not in Florida, no, in Ohio.
Oh, even just as bad. Cleveland.
A couple has recently found out they've been married for quite some time that they are actually
Okay, I'll do it.
twins.
I'm taking Ed's stance here. Timeout, offsides, clipping. How do you not know that you are
supposedly
separated at birth? I can
supposedly
get.
what happened was exactly.
But don't you take blood tests? Certain states require blood tests for marriage
Not all of them.
license. I know.
Not all of them.
I know.
Exactly.
Connecticut's one
they
of them.
got lost in the system. She ended up getting raised down south. He ended up getting raised north. They never came across each other. They happened to have a chance meeting. They got in tune with each other from the parents' story. Their parents died at a young age. They were lost in foster homes. That's what got them together. They got married. They tried to have kids. They never could have kids. And this one doctor...
You're going to make me bring
kept-
the whiskey back.
The body kept rejecting it,
Yes.
saying, hey, you probably shouldn't be doing this.
Stop this! Stop this! The doctor, which of course, you don't normally do a DNA test when you're testing to see why you can't have kids.
That doctor saw something when he
The
looked at
doctor decided
what?
just
That they
out of the
looked
blue-
exactly the fuck alike?
it. Fraternal twins.
No,
twins
exactly.
don't.
They
No,
don't.
so
They
you're
don't.
right.
Exactly. They do not look the same.
Can you
and
let me
that's
be
just it.
devil's advocate just once?
There is no.
You don't do it right.
Dude. I thought
Horse shit.
when I first read this story,
You're strong, but you're not a Jedi yet.
I am
when I
the
first
Jedi.
read this story, that's exactly what I was thinking: is how can you tear this apart?
I feel bad for him.
I do
Like,
too.
how would you feel?
Yes, exactly.
Like now
And they are-
everything about
you
your
see
life
a picture
is
of these people,
awkward.
they look like a normal couple. They really do. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
look
and now
like
they're
there's
going to
anything.
be. You know what? They should be like on the Wheel of Fortune and a lifetime supply of Xanax to help your anxiety because they're fucked.
Here's the thing. Now, you know what's funny? Now that they know this, they're actually breaking the fucking law.
Now they have to. Well, that's just the point. Now they have to get divorced and all this other. There's this whole spiel of what happened and came through
It's just
this.
so
I mean,
again,
it's
it's a ripple.
And if they can look past that, dude, the heart wants what the heart wants. Like, how do you recover from that?
Ugh.
you don't.
And if you do, conversations with like new girlfriends, boyfriends would be awkward.
So, well, tell
because
me
your
about your-
girlfriend, you'll
tell
get
me about
drunk.
your
You
last
get drunk with
girlfriend.
your family.
So,
You'll
yeah,
get drunk with your family. Be like, oh man, your brother's got a huge cock. Yeah, I know.
Tell me
Or-
about your last
or
girlfriend.
even-
Well, she was my sister. Get out of the car.
Exactly.
Get out of the car.
Wait a minute. The same sister that's been sleeping over every Thanksgiving.
That's the one. What have you been listening to lately? Well, I like the new album by Nickel. Get out of the car.
Yes.
All I can suggest to these people is they move to Utah and become Mormons.
I guess. Yeah. Or Baptist.
Well,
What do you got, man?
well, mine is for a future episode. If we can get past incest again, if we can get past incest and all this, I'm
Just
hoping for.
imagine that though.
No,
oh
I
my
can't.
God.
I don't have a blood
Oh my
sister.
God! Just like seriously, like I have a half sister, and it's just like I mean, not even just.
Actually-
Just imagine that. Just imagine like you and Ange, like just out of the blue, you're like, "Fuck it, we're gonna have kids, right?" I just want to try for one more. You can't have it, and all of a sudden the doctor comes up and goes, "Hey, look, dude, I'm gonna do some tests. Let's figure out what's wrong."
Keep going.
And then
'cause I'm
2
gonna blow
weeks,
your mind.
2 weeks later, he comes fucking waltzing in. He's like, so I got some news for you guys. And you're thinking, fuck, man, my junk's broken. My peque, it don't work no more, man. My sack, it don't produce no more.
Yep.
And he goes, you guys are twins. Like,
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna.
fraternal
If that
twins.
were to happen, I'm gonna make this more fucked up for you. You know what's fucked up? I dated her sister in junior high school.
Well, see, there you go.
So you just made this more Florida and Arkansas than it had any reason to be.
Here's the here.
I knew he'd come in. Thank you.
Picture this. Picture
Sicily, 1912.
Picture this.
I got Golden Girls on my list too,
you
actually.
really?
Yes, I do.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
You don't own me. You're not my real dad.
You don't
Or maybe you could
own
be. I don't
me.
know.
Hear me
At
out.
this point, who knows anything anymore?
Listen.
Go ahead.
Here's the situation. Okay, so
Your parents went away
they
on a
know
week's
this.
vacation?
They
Yes,
know this.
Yes,
They know
yes,
this.
Yes, yes,
They move forward.
yes.
Yep.
You know, like Thanksgiving, Easter dinner is going to come around.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to be helping cooking, and all of a sudden, my mind is telling me no, but my body's saying yes.
Oh, my
See?
God.
See, it's so wrong in so many ways.
Wow.
So, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What?
I'm sorry. You can ask for this kind of shit in porn. Like,
I had to read it twice.
you know what? Here's the thing.
I figured you would.
Super Devil's Advocate Part 2,
Christ, here
the
we go.
Ultimate Fighter,
Yeah.
whatever.
Before next week, you better have a graphic for this.
If those two decide to say fuck it, stay together, I support them.
More power to them. Look,
it sucks,
we're not
dude.
against
It sucks.
gay marriage. We're not
it's
against
as easy
this.
as that. It
They
sucks.
didn't know.
It
They didn't
sucks.
know.
Yeah, exactly.
Let
It
them
sucks.
live.
But I'm going to encourage them to adopt.
To please, yes, but please,
What
please.
did
stop,
we say
please.
for the last couple of weeks? And what did I say today on my personal Facebook page? If you didn't see it, hashtag live and let live.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
But
please.
seriously, if you guys were sharing the same birth date and shit, you probably should have looked at
Right?
I was
Oh,
like
wait.
thinking the same thing.
You
dude,
were
because
born
they
on
did.
July 2nd, 1973.
But I mean-
I was born on July 2nd, 1973.
But that's not
wah,
so.
wah.
That's not so weird. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, I
Okay,
guess it
wait.
is kind of weird. But I mean,
You have a 1 in a million chance.
you really do. But I mean, that's what they said their whole relationship was based on, was the fact
If you get
that they had-
married to someone with the same birthday, it's like a 1 in a billion. There was a young lady I went to school with, who I'm still friends with to this day. We share the same birthday.
we have the same
day,
birthday,
same month, same
1 year off. I have somebody
And
like
you
that.
know what?
I didn't marry her.
Speaking of
And-
the legalities of it, okay, I know if you give a kid up for adoption, you have a right to never be located.
Right.
Okay. I don't think that should be allowed for siblings. I think if you are adopted, I think you should be able to at least
Trace
find
your
them.
roots.
I
You should
agree.
be able to find them.
This is
That
prime
would've-
example.
that
This
would've
is a prime
saved a
example.
lot of problems.
Yes, this is a prime example right there.
You know? Like,
These people get
I hate
lost
the
in the
whole
system.
I hate the whole like not being able to find your parents anyway, because like let's keep it real, some women are MILFs. And what if you're like balls deep in some shit and realize you're plowing your mom one day? Like seriously.
Thank you. No,
it's true.
Absolutely fucking
True.
good
What?
point.
No, seriously. What if your mom just has good genes and
She
she's
throws them
fucking-
out real nice.
Like,
Dude, my mom's 60 and
there-
she looks like she could be fucking 50, 45 easy.
If I didn't know any better, your
Easy.
mom's 52.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
No, you
dude.
know what I'm saying though. Like you watch porn, you see some of
Son.
these 60-year-old cougars are like
Yeah.
fucking still hitting it, and
Sophia
it's like,
Loren.
just be like, God damn, you're so tight. You ain't never had kids or nothing. Well, I did once, but I gave them up.
Just like that fucking
Hey.
Twitter,
Boom, ba, boom,
Hey, I'm adopted.
just like that one Twitter fucking the lady goes, I ain't trying to sleep alone tonight. And the one fucking lady answers back and goes, you got 10 kids, pick one.
Yep.
Speaking of clickbait,
Hurry up, I got a point.
I'm just gonna put incest in the name of this episode. Moving on, Jabroni.
Somehow, I think that would draw a lot of people. I got a double hit
God,
because they're
Jesus.
both short. First of all, let's give a shout out to our boy Blair Tugman, who Friday night at the Mohegan Sun
Yes.
Arena at Bellator
Tap out, right?
178, tap out with 8 seconds
With
left to go in the
6.
fight.
It was my fault.
6?
It was 6 seconds left. I preemptive called that. They said a tap out with 3. What is it? It's 4 minutes, right? So
3 5-minute rounds.
yeah. So it was with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go, or
Yep.
54 seconds or whatever. So he
Having
did it
a
in
lap.
6
So
seconds
6 seconds left.
Yeah.
Tapped him out. Dominated both rounds. If you watch on the Spike app,
They say
they
otherwise.
say he won the. They say he lost the second round. I call horseshit. So did Mike. So did Angela. So
he
did,
won the match, right?
But it doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
Fuck it.
Exactly.
Uh,
You tapped out.
You know what's fucked up? Blair almost didn't want that Chipwich that we promised him. He almost didn't want it. He was like, "Oh, guys, I don't know. I got to behave myself." Like, open that motherfucker before I kick your
Eat
ass.
that shit.
We're gonna
Eat
tag
that
team
shit.
road warrior your ass. And well, okay,
Dude.
gentlemen, if you say so.
Dude. Fighting gets you no participation trophy. Winning gets you the fucking Chipwich.
Bingo!
Exactly.
Did you hear what his penance would have been if he lost?
No.
Either the beer jelly beans or a rutabaga. he would have had to eaten one of those.
Which,
Those beer jelly beans I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
by the way, I had the beer jelly beans, but I
Did
could
you
not
really?
find. I couldn't find a. Yeah, I threw them away at fucking Margarita.
Nice.
Those things are gone. I ain't
Nice.
fucking with those.
Well, congratulations to Blair Tugman again, and he's going to donate. So we're going to find out very soon, hopefully in the next 7 days, whether or not Chin Biscuit, AJ Styles Soccer Mom, little fucking Michael J. Fox gimmick I got going on up here is going to be gone. We're doing our thing. The second part of my double quick hit is 2-time past guest and hopefully 3-time guest Nathan Hunt is going on tour. Did you guys know this?
Yes.
Shaman's Harvest is coming to Mohegan Sun Arena.
Boo-yah.
I got good news, bad news, and worse news.
Oh, no.
Good news is,
Farewell tour?
nope. Good news is, Shaman's Harvest is going to be up on stage at Mohegan Sun Arena, rocking the house, playing all their fucking badass stuff. Bad news, I'm out of town that weekend. I'm in New Hampshire at the NASCAR races. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Here comes the worst news.
Go.
They're opening for
No.
They're opening for, they're opening for say it. Nickelback. Shaman's Harvest is on tour with Nickelback this summer, and you can go see them at venues near to you. Here's what I suggest. Buy the ticket. Go to the show. Cheer them on. If you get a chance to go up to the concourse and have them sign your record, tell them the Loki and Jabroni show sent you, and then leave before fucking Nickelback hits the stage. Motherfucker.
I got a message.
Double cheese fat man.
I got a message
Jim Cornette.
for
never
I
come
got a
on the
message
show.
for Shaman's Harvest.
Uh-oh.
You need to be the Ricky Steamboat Macho Man Savage match of that concert.
Oh, they will
I
be.
agree.
Oh, they
I
will
agree.
be. You if you've never seen Shamans live, they're the Ricky Steamboat, Randy Savage at any show they play.
Hey, man, you know what? Sometimes
I don't even remember who the headliner was in January when we interviewed them, or when I interviewed them. You came up and delivered the equipment. I don't remember. You know why? Because they were fuck all. Shaman's Harvest blew them off the stage.
dude, you know what?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yep.
Here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
saying that because they're my friends. I'm saying that because they fucking rock that
Here's the
hard.
thing. Look at it this way. Even Big Daddy Kane, who is clearly one of the greatest rappers of all time, used to open for MC Hammer.
Right.
So
I saw a young
get
MC.
out there.
No, I agree.
Do your shit.
That's awesome. No, it's not a free concert.
national exposure.
Exactly. It's not a free
Give
concert
out,
at the Den.
Give out the T-shirts.
Huh,
give
huh,
out the free
paid.
CDs.
Exactly.
Get paid.
Right.
It's Mohegan Sun.
It's their second time there. Can you really, seriously, we gotta fix that somehow.
It's not my mic.
Don't you drop that
I
mic.
say it's not my mic. You can drop it off.
I know our budget won't allow it.
Right. All I'm saying is go out, support them. I know you're going to say to yourselves, unless you're Luke Campbell, who is a friend of mine, who likes Nickelback, sadly enough, why would I drop money to see Nickelback? You're not. There's 3 bands on the bill.
Nickelback sucks, motherfucker.
Double cheese, double Shaman's Harvest,
Here's the thing.
motherfucker.
I got a challenge. If you don't believe Nickelback is shitty music,
Buy an album.
I want you to take those lyrics. I want you to sing them.
I just want you to say,
And I
look
want-
at this photograph.
Bring it-
want
no,
you
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
I was going to say bring a Nickelback lyric sheet to a poetry
Sing-
slam.
sing those lyrics to a Britney Spears backing track.
Da-da-da. This is how you remind me. Ah. Da-da-da-da. I get it. Hello. I get it. There's nothing.
Seriously.
Again, I've always said there's 2 Nickelback songs in there. I don't know how many albums they have. I don't know how many songs they have. 2 Nickelback songs I can stomach. And one is because Dimebag Darrell donated a riff to them. That's
This is the way
it.
I look at
Exactly.
it. This is the way I look at it. And I have friends that love Nickelback. And
They're all fucking gay.
I used to say, like...
Yeah, they take it in the ass.
Like,
Put the
that'd be
fucking
like...
trigger
dude,
up and
they're
give
like,
it in
they'd
the
sing
ass.
along at the bar, the jukebox,
definitely
and just
do.
like, I'm like, I look at them just like, you like these guys? I'm like, yeah, dude, they're fucking awesome. Like,
they're not.
I'm like, you know what? I'm seriously, fuck these guys. Like,
They're pedestrian.
and I said, like, this is fucking glorified pop music with guitars.
Nickelback is the
you.
new Pearl Jam. They're pedestrian.
And then I put out the challenge. I tell you right now, Justin Timberlake is manlier than this fucking band. Like, you take Justin Timberlake, you put him in front of this music, and he will kick ass. You take Nickelback's music, you put it in front of Britney Spears, It'll totally change your world.
Yep.
Hey,
And I've heard it. There's mashups.
By the way, we're getting ready to go on a quick little break here. That is the new King of Pop.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin
love
Timberlake
Justin.
is the new
I'm
King
proud
of
of
Pop.
Justin.
No argument.
You heard it here first.
No
if
argument.
anybody has a fucking problem with that, you call this fucking show and you talk to one of us because I will break it down the way it needs to be heard. You do not have a popular song on the radio today without Justin Timberlake having some sort of involvement with that motherfucker.
We'll be back.
Yeah, bitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, boys and girls, children of all ages. Once again, I have MMA fighter Blair Bullshark Tugman standing across from me. Blair, how are you today?
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm been working hard. I won my fight, and it was fantastic.
You look like a brick shithouse, actually.
I really am a brick shit house. I work out 18 times a day. I can throw a Cadillac a half block, and I drink nothing but water all day.
Those fantastic gentlemen, Loki and Jabroni, came in and they gave you a chipwich sandwich, which you proceeded to reject at first. Are these rumors true?
I almost wanted to reject it. I thought better of it. I had just fought the fight of my life and got a tap-out victory with 6 seconds left on the clock. You can see it on Spike.com, and I am a fighting fucking badass. But when it's all said and done, to the victor goes the spoils. I was the victor. Thomas English Muffin was not the victor. Therefore, I got the chipwich. I did not get the margarita, although Loki and Jabroni tried to get me to drink.
I hear they're quite the alcoholics.
Yes, they
They
are.
do that.
I saw them drink 6 beers at a 20-minute clip, and it was disgusting.
I can't
wanted
get
to-
these guys to stop drinking on the job.
I understand that, Mr. Focus. I wanted to choke them out myself. However, my brother Brad came in, who is a beer connoisseur, and said, do not choke these guys out. They are good people, and they support you.
So, one final question, Mr. Tugman.
Yes, sir.
Now that you have won 4 in a row since your unbelievable loss to Kim,
Ken Moy, I hate that guy.
does this mean that you are now in the lookouts for a title shot?
Well, I'll say it like this. I'm just proud to get into the Bellator ring, and my final words on this subject are, Bellator, get off your ass and give me a title shot. Thank you, Loki. It was been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blair Tugman.
And
In
we're
the
back.
words of the great Apollo Creed, does this look like a circus to you, man?
Everything's a circus on the Logan Jabroni Show. Welcome back. Look, I'm not making fun of Blair Tugman. He's a soft-spoken dude, but that boy deserves a title shot.
I agree. dude.
Bellator, get
that's
this guy a bantamweight title shot.
Do this now. Hello, do this now.
I don't think you have 4 fighters that have the record that Blair has in your cage. None.
None.
Fucking make it happen.
None. I agree. So, fuck, motherfucker.
You like how I do that?
Motherfucker.
Whose turn is it? I got one.
It's actually
I got
It
one.
is you. It is you.
I got one. I don't know if you guys have been hanging around the unsafe space, and if you folks online haven't been there, I recently shared a video of a dude in L.A.
Yep.
that is a water somnoliner,
water summoner.
which if you've heard of a wine sommoner, is someone who can tell you how to pair a great wine with a great meal. Someone I respect, a wine sommoner.
Yep.
This guy helps you prepare a specific water with a meal. And I don't know if you watched the video. The video is kind of outrageous.
Do not drink water without minerals.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
Water should never be drinking pure.
Drank.
It should never.
Drunk.
We prefer
It should
water
never be drunk.
I like water with
hops and barley.
Yes.
Sometimes little yeast.
Never grapefruit
never.
like this piece of shit.
I like grapefruit, but you know what? At the end of the day, as long as it's water, hops, barley, in some cases rice, it's a great drink.
Here is the fucked up part.
What's fucked up?
I don't know if you noticed in the video, he actually gives these like seminar lectures on pairing water and blah blah blah. I just discovered those lectures can be anywhere from $80 to $120 a session.
Okay,
That's fucked up.
we're gonna pay $80 to talk about water.
No. let's keep it real. The best pairing of water.
It is the
with
best
the meal.
Pairing. It is the best pairing of water with the meal.
Oh my god, I got nothing. I'm going to shut up.
Just take that whiskey bottle and start guzzling it until the world is normal again.
No. I will respect.
It is round 4.
I will respect your opinion. I will respect the fact that
No, it's fucking water. It's fucking water.
You want to let me finish?
Ding, ding, ding.
I will respect your opinion. Your opinion. I will respect your feelings on the subject. But
This
as
guy
Eddie,
gets paid for it.
as Eddie beat me to the punch, I can't choke you now because he already did. It's fucking water. I don't care if it's the Dasani, tap, river. I don't give a shit. It's water. It's not like you're pairing beers or wine or whiskeys or scotches where there's 600 different varieties. You're talking about water, which has what? But one variety. It's called water.
Ask the people in Flint what kind of water they want to pair up with their meal right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh my fucking God.
Why don't
Here's
you
the thing.
take your fucking seminar to Flint, cocksucker?
You know what? In some way, I respect this guy. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Some way, I respect this guy. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm done. I respect any homie who can take something and make money at it. I will never fault anyone for getting out there and making money.
Exactly.
The people that fall for this bullshit
are the ones you should have disrespect for.
As I said in the unsafe space, if anybody wants to go out to LA with me, be a bourgeois douchebag.
I'll do it, man. Absolutely. I could do that shit easy. Are you serious, man? Fucking serious?
Here's the thing. I think the three of us should go out there. We should go out there, but we should do it like old school Beastie Boys style and fucking show up drunk, smash the fucking water bottles, the Evian! And no! And we should play Fight for Your Right to Party during the whole time.
You want to know how Loki picks his water?
With his hand?
$5.49 for a 24-pack.
That's pretty good.
$5.12 for a 24-pack.
All right. I don't care if it's Dasani, Crystal Geyser, Poland Spring.
Wait. The boys are coming over.
Yep. Stop
$4.99.
2 for $4.99.
Deer Park.
Deer Park, that's good water. Fuck. It's water.
Actually, here's the thing. I watched a video with this dude, just some random dude on a Facebook live feed. And he was just like, he was testing the quote unquote pH of water.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was the store brand spring water was testing at a better pH than the expensive, like the Evians and the Deer Parks and the Poland Springs.
They sell it to the cheaper.
It's just, it's fucking water. I mean, like I said, I have no problem with anybody goes out there and makes money, but anyone who falls for this bullshit of a water summoner, that a certain kind of water is going to taste better with a certain meal. First of all, any idiot who's actually into cuisine will tell you water dilutes the flavor of a fucking meal. Wine summoner, which I actually respect, because if you and I'm Italian, so if you know wine, that's actually a pretty big skill for me.
Right.
And certain wines taste better with certain food.
Of course.
White Rieslings and white wines taste better with fish. Red wines taste better with
Pinot
pasta.
Gringo.
Pinot
Grigio, I know. I'm doing the redneck bit.
Now,
Cabernet Sauvignon.
But do you know which people really know wine?
Is
chicks.
The Portuguese. The Portuguese make some of the most potent wine.
No wine.
They do.
My man makes moonshine.
The Portuguese make some of the most potent wine I've ever tasted. And it's been a while since we brought up the Portuguese on the show.
That's a good point.
And that was that was because y'all were sick and tired. I was being nice.
It was every week.
Well, it's because you guys could be talking about, I don't know, like football, and you'd be like, well, I'm Portuguese, so I like the Vikings. But yeah, so you know what's fucked up?
He's picking on you, not me.
Fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Rich people are fucking stupid.
Right.
No, we knew
Hipsters
that.
are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You could say that about anything. I'm going to pay a consultant to come in and tell me how to feng shui my house. Why don't you set up your fucking house the way you want it set up?
You know what else is fucked up?
What's fucked up?
The next IPA hasn't come around.
It actually has. It's right there.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know what's not fucked up?
What's not fucked up?
We're going to totally be at Aruga's 32
Yes!
this Sunday.
April 30.
April 30. Mark it on your calendar right now. You don't want to miss this. We are going to be live in your face.
Heaven
with
forbid Ed shows up. We
the
need Ed.
one and only franchise of the ECW, the champion, Shane motherfucking Douglas.
I've been trying to get this guy for a long time.
If you guys remember from WWE, he was Dean Douglas. I think it might have been F at that point, right?
It was WWF.
Yeah,
at that
WWF
point.
at the point.
In WCW, he was part of the New Blood faction in the late 90s.
Yep, which was pretty much almost a tear at the DX kind of feel. You know,
not really.
You don't really kind of listen to the law. You don't respect the rules. You break them. You buy it.
For me, Shane Douglas, to watch his transformation from long mulleted, blonde-haired kid skateboarding down the ramp to mid-level tough guy in WWF to going to ECW and just lighting shit on fire, to being a tag team champion with very popular Ricky fucking Steamboat, being a champion, tag team champion, Ricky Steamboat, going to ECW, setting that territory on fire, doing the WWF thing, coming back to ECW, going to WCW, then TNA. He helped build that promotion before Bischoff and Hogan drove him to the ground. Shane's been everywhere, and he's done everything. And much like Gary, who had stories about Shane when we interviewed him, every time we talked to Gary, Shane Douglas is going to be fantastic. That's all I got to say.
Dude,
it's going to be fun.
You just,
and he's a Kiss fan.
You just broke one of the cardinal rules.
Which is?
Well, you don't mess with the Relish King, and you don't mess with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Relish King. Sorry.
Call the show. Call the show. So it's going to be $20, and that gets you an 8x10 autograph as well. Here, you can take it, actually.
No, go ahead.
No, because I don't need it. He's not calling
it. All right.
You can get an 8x10 autograph and a picture with Shane Douglas himself. Now, there are different things you can do. Like, if you don't want to get the picture, you can only spend $10 and just get the 8x10 autograph, or just spend $10 and get the picture. If you want the autograph and the picture, it's $20. We will be pretty darn close. There's already going to be a table set up for us there. So come out, hang out with the Loki and Jabroni show, and then go get your autograph with Shane Douglas. And we're going to be at Aruga's. So go grab a beer.
I love Aruga's.
Yeah, grab some fried pickles. Grab some buffalo mac and cheese and enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
I don't know if you've had the wings at Aruga's, like the boneless wings. They're really good.
I'm
going to have to try. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to try something.
Wings.
I'm going to try something new.
More importantly,
watch your ears.
Beer.
The beer is good. They have a very great selection of beer.
See, I have it turned down. I'm smart like that.
You're awesome.
I'm super smart like that.
A very great selection of beer. The fried pickles are great. The wings are fantastic. Plus, you got Loki, Jabroni, Focus.
Hello.
Shane Douglas.
Hello.
Come on.
It's like a match made in heaven right there. You guys cannot.
It's the match made in heaven.
And you know what?
That's this
Aruga's
Sunday
is one of the
coming
cleanest places I've ever seen.
Question.
Nice, clean environment. It's comfortable.
If you're listening to this on Saturday, it's going to be tomorrow.
Yep. And listen, even if you don't like wrestling, they're going to be playing the payback pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Come down and support us.
Yeah.
Come down and say hi to us. Come down. It's going to be the last possible day to donate to autism. Come down and show us your donation on your little gimmick phone. Do something. But this is an opportunity. We have more and more of these as we go along. We had Blair Tugman and Tony Atlas a week and change ago. We got Shane Douglas this Sunday. God knows where we're going from here.
Bob Backlund, I heard, might be one.
I won't leave until Bob Backlund throws me in the chicken wing. And I want him to do it for real. I want him to fucking break my arm.
You know what? Considering the reach of this show, I'm going to say right now, those of you in California, grab the plane, show up.
Yes.
Those of you in Michigan, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Dublin, Ireland, come on down.
We have someone in Dublin?
Dublin, Ireland.
Nice.
12 downloads in Dublin, Ireland. Massachusetts, obviously. Louisiana, Vermont. Y'all like Bernie Sanders, so you can stay there. But no, we love you. Come on down.
We love everybody.
Come on down.
Especially, you come from Dublin, I will buy you a motherfucking Guinness.
He'll buy you a
I'll
Guinness,
buy you
and I'll
like
buy your
fucking
dinner.
2 Guinnesses,
All you
man.
gotta do is walk in and be like Seamus and be like,
What?
top of the morning, and all that
One
bullshit.
download from Germany. Hi, Brian.
Yeah.
Hello, Brian.
One download from Canada.
Hello, Canada.
And 12. It's 12 from Ireland. Like
12 right now in Ireland.
You folks have really been helping the show grow.
Nice.
We appreciate it.
Love
It goes up every month.
We
Every month.
love
it goes
you,
up.
Ireland.
Nice, Ireland. Thank you.
It must be when I do my stupid accent. They love it.
Christ.
Top of the morning.
They fucking
Raise
love
your
looking
glass.
stuff.
Raise your glass.
Put your fucking glass up for Ireland now.
Becky Lynch like a motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Hey, look. At the end of the day,
Eating the real shepherd's pie like a
right?
motherfucker.
You don't have. You don't
With
have
lamb, bitches.
You don't have to come down and support WWE. You don't have to come down and support Shane Douglas or Arugas. Come down and support us.
Yeah, definitely.
Because at the end of the day, we're in this for us. Yes, we are in this to talk to Shane Douglas and get him to be a part of our show. But we're also in this for Connor Productions, who was nice enough to put us with, not that we couldn't have done it with Blair Tugman, but he was nice enough to put us in the room with Tony Atlas, and that was great. Now we're going to be in the room with Shane Douglas. And in the future, Bob Backlund, who, Christ, it's one of my childhood heroes.
And if you guys have had a chance to check out some of the posters, I'm the one doing the promotional posters.
All right, time out. Now my mind is racing. Any 12 guys from Ireland, or girls, as it were, say something, chime in, leave a comment, say something, because I really want to know how you found us, why you found us, and what you think of us. That's really cool. My mind is blown.
Because you guys sound like a bunch of hooligans.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
They love hooligans.
So
They
that
love
means,
hooligans.
Mike, you're up.
Okay.
Do you know what's fucked up?
I do, actually.
I bet you do.
I actually still have one more after this one, too. But, so. Celebrities fight. Who knew?
Ooh.
If you read the Star, I know.
Everybody knows celebrity fight. Come on, man. Everybody knows this. Everybody
And
knows.
it's all on Twitter now.
Harrison Ford hated Josh Hartnett when they did that fucking.
Yes.
I mean, it's in everybody heard these horror stories. However, have you heard the story about the Golden Girls?
No.
Yes. From what I understand, they despised each other.
Well, there's only 2 in particular.
Oh, B. Arthur and Betty White.
You're damn
No
straight.
shit. They worked together for 30
B.
years on television.
Arthur was supposed to be Betty White's character. They made a last.
B. Arthur was going to be Rose.
She was going to be
I would
Rose.
have never bought it.
She was going to be Rose. The last minute changed her over.
No offense. Did anybody in your childhood, did anybody watch Maude?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
And
you
the
saw,
they had the reruns.
right.
yeah.
And you
Remember
saw,
the old Channel 61?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you remember how tough Maude was.
Mm-hmm.
She was a tough character. So going to Golden Girls, I buy Dorothy as the tough, hard-ass character. Now, going backward, y'all watch the Mary Tyler Moore show
Yeah.
or the Carol Burnett show where Betty White was always the flighty, ditzy, I buy her as Rose.
Betty White sold herself as a comedian.
Right. And that's
Exactly.
why they wanted to do that role reversal.
There was no way in hell having
They wanted
me...
to do the role reversal, and somebody came up and said, no, she's going to be Dorothy, and you are going to be Rose. And this whole thing came out of it. And
Well,
you
fuck,
know
it
what?
worked.
You know what? Exactly. Betty White turned around and said, you know what? I am going to steal the show every time. To her face.
Yeah.
Told her
And you know
to
what?
her
You
face.
know what? She almost did if it wasn't for Estelle Getty. Because that little old lady who, by the way, she played Dorothy's mom,
Yeah.
was
She was the
younger,
youngest of
that
all of
She
them.
was
She
the
was, yeah.
youngest of all 4. And every time she put her hand up and said, picture it, Sicily, 1917, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
And I'm, what, 13?
Well, she's...
I love that shit.
Look, she-
And the fact she was getting more ass than
Bingo!
any of them
Yeah.
was fucking
Yes.
great.
yeah, exactly.
Estelle
exactly.
Getty, God bless you. I know you're past
So I got to
on,
give
but-
it to Betty White. Number one, you called her out. You said, bitch, I'm going to outshine you in
And she's
every
outlived
scene.
them all.
Not only
I
that,
was going to say,
she-
Betty White's the only living one
yeah,
left.
and she really did outshine every scene on that
Amen.
from B. Arthur.
Let's tip it
I
out.
mean, let's
Betty White has actually outlived some of the younger reoccurring characters.
Betty White's
that
outlived
show.
some people that are younger than her, Prince.
You know what? I love Betty White. I think Betty White is such a class act. Like
I do too. She's great.
And I talked about this on the show before. That, like the interview she did a few months back, where they literally were trying to get her to like bash Trump, and she just wasn't having it.
Yeah.
She didn't support him.
No, she's a
but she wasn't
class act.
bashing
She wasn't
him.
going to bash him.
She just
Exactly.
like you literally like in Betty White fashion, be like, "Bitch, please."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like when you're
Like
that
Snickers
old,
paid
when
me.
you're that old, and you've seen how many 1, 2, 5, 10 administrations.
Yeah.
Bitch, please.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what she was
What is
saying.
she in her? Oh, she's pushing 90.
Yes.
Break it down. Double presidencies, etc. Yeah, she's probably seen 10 to 12
10
administrations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she really has. Like from the time she's born
Yeah.
till and literally she's just like almost like I don't have a lot of years left. Don't waste my
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Right.
Don't waste what time I
Don't
have
waste
left.
my time.
Exactly.
Like let's
Don't waste my
she was literally-
motherfucking time.
She was literally like you know what? Let's all fucking calm down and yeah.
You know, I had a discussion with a young gentleman that works with me recently, and his goal, his whole life, was to join the military. And he says, well, it doesn't behoove me to join the military now because we're on the brink of World War. And I just looked at him. I said, I thought the same thing in 1989. Didn't happen.
No.
I'm sure gentlemen 17 years ago when the towers came down thought the same thing.
Yep.
Didn't happen. World War is, in our lifetime, I pray doesn't happen again, because there are people that can speak the language of peace, that can calm the angry beast, some of them, and prevent it.
Do you know what?
Betty White's lived through that, and Betty White has seen it, and Betty
Yeah.
White knows better than Eddie, Chris, Mike, whomever.
She's got the wisdom.
She's lived through
Yo, Betty.
Betty. She's lived through 2 world wars. She's lived through at least 10 major global conflicts. She's lived through all sorts of great shit.
Yep.
And let's be honest, guys. If you think you're smart at 26 years old and you're going to come out and say, oh, we're at the brink of World War, pick up a phone, go to your Google machine if you can, find Betty White's number and ask her, because she's lived through it, she's seen it, she's not a dumb woman. If you ever have read anything she's ever read, I did read a book by Betty White once, and she's a very intelligent
She is.
woman.
Oh, yeah.
She's not her character.
No, absolutely.
she's not.
Absolutely.
She's not the. You know what? She's
and
funny.
it shows
And
in what she does,
right.
because she can put her finger on the pulse of society and say, this is what I need to be. This is what I need to be right now. Go to that Hot in Cleveland show, which I've watched twice in my entire life. Her character, she put her finger on the pulse. They need that irreverent, that Sophia character. She basically took the Estelle Getty character.
Oh, hell, she's the best
Put it in a
part of
blender.
Lake Placid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
She took that character, put it in a
I'm
blender,
just feeding a crocodile.
pulled it out, and she basically took Sophia and modernized it for Hot in Cleveland. Do you think this woman's not like fucking Mensa material? You're
No, she's
wrong.
awesome.
You're
She's
wrong.
awesome.
You're fucking
And
wrong.
What do you
like,
got?
I hate celebrities that try to influence politics in a certain way. Like
George Clooney.
I'm not saying they can't get
Yeah.
political,
Bono.
but I've
Brad
said,
Pitt.
it,
Anne
I've, said,
Hathaway.
I've said it before. If you're going to get
Taylor
political,
Swift.
run for office.
Right.
Don't manipulate people. Just run for office.
Right.
Right.
Ronald Reagan.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
You got
fuck
anything
that
else?
guy. No, I'm joking. I like Arnold.
Jesse Ventura.
Mhm.
Come on. Some of the people that you look at and you say, there's no way that guy could do it. Ronald Reagan was one of them.
Yep.
Jesse Ventura was another one. And they had the best ideas, and they did they all did something wrong. Let's not split hairs, but they did more right than they did wrong, and they put their state or the country on a path to prosperity that other people kind of shit in that garden.
Arnold's an interesting case because he ran for office, he served, and when he ended, back to work.
Yeah,
The way politics is supposed to be.
right. Same with Jesse. Back to work. Now that I'm done in politics, I'm going back to the private sector, and I'm going to do what I need to do to help my people. Fuck. Why can't you people get that? Keep praising Hillary.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep having the No Sandwich March. Keep having these fucking protests like you. And I want you to talk about this real quick because I have to visit your office. That video you put up last night with that bullshit.
At Berkeley.
Yes. I'm going to go to your office. I want you to talk about this for a minute because I'm half hot even thinking about it.
Let's move on.
My gimmick's up next, so I'm giving you my spot.
So hey, Loki,
How you doing?
how's it going?
I'm doing good.
I'm being put on the spot, and I'm the producer.
I guess so. So you're supposed to be talking about a video?
Oh yeah, last night there was just something on my mind, so I hijacked the Facebook page for a little while. Hope you don't mind.
I saw it.
Yeah, there's this group. They call themselves Antifa. They're anti-fascist protesters, and they were attacking another protest. They call it a free speech protest, but it was kind of like a Trump.
Wait a minute. Hold on. White skinny boy yelling and screaming.
I shared that video.
Yes.
That was somewhere else, but yeah, it was an anti-Fa
That's the one you talked
protester.
about, right?
Well, no. Well, in Berkeley there was a protest. There was a free speech protest. But in all reality, it was a bunch of Trump supporters. I'll admit that. That's what it was. And this group, they call themselves Antifa. They started in the UK. Now they're kind of spread over here. They consider themselves an anti-fascist group.
Okay.
However, this anti-fascist group is also anti-capitalism, and anti. They claim to be for the little guy, racial discrimination, this, that, and the other thing.
Anti double cheese, double onion.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. They consider Donald Trump to be a fascist. I'm sure you've heard that. They consider Donald Trump to be a fascist.
Yeah.
This anti-Fa group,
he's pretty much borderline fascist.
Here's the thing. That,
No, he is not.
Here's the thing with this. Here's the thing with Donald Trump and fascist.
I think he's borderline fascist. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. If he does some of the economic stuff he's talking about, I will say yes.
Thank you. He's borderline fascist.
Donald Trump is fascist, but he hasn't done it.
No, he hasn't done it. That's why I said he's borderline fascist.
Right.
He is dancing on that fucking line.
Hashtag Miller time.
There's a lot of presidents that talk about doing things that don't do them. So, like I said, wait and see.
No, absolutely.
One thing he's not
We're only 100
one
days
thing
in.
he's not doing, he's not marginalizing any group within the United States. Whether he keeps certain people out of the country is the president's constitutional authority.
I'll say this, dude. He is probably the most watched president in his first 100
Oh
days.
yeah, absolutely.
Without question.
Without question.
No, absolutely. He will be. He will be.
He is. 100
Now-
days is up, and people are like,
Yeah, their
Dum,
ears.
dum, dum.
It's like that German Shepherd you see at the edge of the block with the ears up and the eyes are like
But
pointing directly
here-
at you.
here's the thing. This is the scary part with this Antifa group, okay? And it's scarier than anything like a group like Black Lives Matter could do, which isn't even really a group. It's
All
a
lives
no,
hashtag.
they're just
It's
a
a
hate
hashtag.
group. They're a hate group.
It's a hashtag.
Sorry.
Is
They're a
what
hate
it
group.
is.
They're a hate group.
Don't say that
the-
too loud.
the
You might get killed.
Just did.
Okay.
I have no interest in collectives. You know that. I have no interest in any collectives.
No, exactly.
I believe in individual freedom.
I
individual
think
liberty.
life in general. We just shot 2 fucking lions to save a psychotic motherfucker's life.
Individual
All right.
life, individual.
There you
I'm
liberty.
go.
triggered.
There
This
you
is
go.
bullshit. We shot
Exactly.
lions. I need a
Thank
trigger
you.
warning. This
Thank
is
you.
bullshit.
No, it doesn't warrant.
No.
Anyway, silent snowflake.
Motherfucker, no. Ah!
Anyway,
Sorry.
so this Antifa group has made it clearly known they will engage in violence to stop what they deem to be fascist. And like if you heard in that video, I said, we know what happens when fascists organize. We can't let them organize. So they will break up speeches, rallies, whatever. If you actually look into what they believe in, it's right out of the Communist Manifesto. It's bad. It's a threat to free speech.
It is.
It is.
I don't like people like fucking David Duke. I don't like racist people.
But you
fascist,
can't stop them.
This is what pisses me off. Okay. There's already an anti-fascist group out there. Okay. In my opinion, it's the Libertarian Party.
Right.
Yeah.
We are the anti-fascist group. Okay. We don't engage in violence. We don't shut down speech. We're not afraid to talk.
No, we want to hear what you have to say.
I'm not scared of Nazis. Here's the thing: they're very fond of. I shared a meme with a bunch of people with hashtag
Nazis
punching
breed on
Nazi in the
fear.
face.
They breed on fear.
They do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Do you really believe, and I'm not saying there aren't some fringe groups, do you believe there are Nazis running rampant right now in America?
No, I'll tell you.
Oh,
I'll
God,
tell
no.
you this. I think the
If
Klan.
they are, they're
I
very
think that-
respectable parts of this society right now. They have jobs. They work 40-plus
Is
hours
Donald
a
Trump a
fucking
Nazi?
week.
Did you watch that documentary I put you on to? The one
Which
where
one?
the black musician, goes and befriends Nazis.
I haven't watched it. No,
Okay.
No.
Go back in the archives. I don't remember the name of it. I will find it and I'll post it on the page. I'm not afraid of Nazis either, but the Klan is not the Klan it was in the 60s, the
They
70s,
have
the
no
80s.
power.
What you
Right.
have now
Right.
is about 6 guys in the swamp with their hoods on going, "We are the Klan." Doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know if they have a theme song. I'm just guessing. "We are the Klan." Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And
I am the Klan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're
I am
having
the
their
Klan.
meetings like,
Yeah.
fuck the darkies. I'm not going to say the N-word. I never will. Fuck the darkies and fuck the Jews and fuck
I
these
am
people.
Negan.
All 6 of them. I am the Klan. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And I don't know how many years ago it was. I want to say 15 years ago. They called Fuhrer Giuliani. And they said, "We're coming to New York 200,000 strong and you can't stop us." Well, they showed up about 208 strong. And they marched through the streets. They had every legal right to do so. And there they were. "We are the Klan." Do-do-do-do. Again, I don't know if they have a theme song. That's my image. And people let them march. They had their signs. And they
Here's
had
the
their
thing,
thing.
Let them march.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You
You're
have
just
your
sitting there,
point
you're
of view.
watching
Because
200
here's,
people walking down the
because
street.
here's
Like,
my
there you go,
thing.
buddy. Shortest parade that's ever been in New York.
Here comes the whole white privilege and Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter and all that bullshit tied into one, where I'm going to be the trigger warning for the rest of you. Heaven forbid any one of us says, "I want to have a white pride parade right down the center." Not racist. I just want to be proud of who I am. I want to be proud that I have Scottish, Italian, German, etc. descent. And
Yeah, I've tasted Italy.
And I want to march.
A little
Great, that's 3 days. I want to march down the streets of New York and have the White Pride Parade. There'd be more protests for that than there are for the Klan, because the Klan, everybody already knows, is a hate group.
Here's the thing. This is my problem. Okay, so let's say the Klan has a march, and I will say, let them march.
Yep.
And do you know what you do? You go to that parade.
Show your signs.
You organize people. You go to that parade, and when they start marching, you turn your back.
Go
You
find.
turn your back. You fold your arms. You don't give them any respect.
I'm sure you've seen it, Mike. I don't know if you have, and you might know the name of it. It had Harry Potter as FBI agent who was trying to infiltrate the
I want to
Klan.
see that.
Fucking tastic movie. You know me, I'm a film buff. I try to find these out of the way movies. That movie was spot on accurate. It was so good. I was glued to it till 3 a.m. I thought it was going to be an hour and a half, 90-minute feature. No, it was a 2.5 hour Scarface Godfather gimmick, and I was glued. And when that movie ended, I was just like, wow, that guy nailed it. It nailed the state of what we are today, because he has a friend who is tolerant, and he's tolerant, but he's undercover, so he has to do what he has to do to be undercover. And there's his friend in the crowd. "Hey, Joe, what are you doing here? Why are you marching with these hillbilly, toothless idiots?" And he has to play the role.
It's a neo-Nazi group, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, again...
Because here's the thing. Keep it real. The Klan hates neo-Nazis.
Right. But
So they don't even have solidarity
But
with
they will
each other.
buy into the doctrine, and here's where the thing goes sideways. They'll buy into the Klan doctrine, but where the Klan is different than the neo-Nazis is the neo-Nazis are fight first, talk later. The Klan is like talk first, fight later.
Well, the Klan is political.
Yes, exactly.
The neo-Nazis is war.
But the ideology is the same. But the way they operate are different. Again, the Klan is talk first, fight later. The neo-Nazis are fight first, talk later. Which is why that documentary, again, I wish I could remember the name of it. Black blues musician goes and befriends Klan members, and when they come around and they say, "You know what, maybe we're fighting the wrong war," they turn in their gear to him, and he hangs it in the garage. Angela, if you're watching, text one of us. Tell us the name of that documentary. You watched it with me. Fuck. But it was so great. The problem is, and I've said it a million times on this show, I said it a million times before this show was even a glint in our eye. Self-segregation is what kills this nation. I'm gay and
That's
I'm
what's
proud.
happened.
Well, why not be American and proud? I'm Italian. Well, why not be happy to be American? Why do you have to put a label on yourself? You know what I am? I'm just a guy who lives in this country. I have backgrounds from 3 or 4 different...
But that's your white privilege.
No, you know what my white privilege is? I go out, I work my ass off, I make too little for too much, and I continue to do it because that's how the bills get paid. I don't buy into father knows best. I don't buy into grandfather knows best, although my grandfather was a very smart man. Him and I had very many discussions before he passed away, and it was always intelligent. It was never voices raised. It was over a beer, even when I was 16 years old. I'm not into this think like I think, or I'm going to fucking expose you.
I said in the video I posted last night, I'm going to say it here, like, I am really genuinely scared that we're going to see a massacre. And
we've seen enough of them.
Well, no, we're going to see a police or National Guard massacre because the violence is escalating with every incident.
Yeah.
Okay, that these Antifa groups, they threw rocks, they were blasting fire extinguishers in people's faces. And here's the thing. I'm not blaming the cops. I'm not blaming the cops on the street. They're getting orders from above to stand down at these events. And that's going to be a problem. That's going to force the governors, the president, whoever, to bring in the National Guard. And you guys know the Army is not a police force. They only know how to do one thing: kill people.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's
Accidental Courtesy was the name
to,
of the documentary, guys. Go out and watch it.
They only know how to do one thing. You get the National Guard in to deal with these, quote, protests, rioters, whatever you want to call them. It is going to be ugly. And we haven't seen anything like that since the 60s, 70s.
No, since Martin Luther King.
And it's going to happen again. I feel it. I just feel it. And this is the level of our politics.
I mean,
and it goes back 16 years.
Mike, Eddie, how many times have we said it here on these microphones and people ignore us? You know, for every step that Dr. King took, for every step that Malcolm X took, for every step that all of these civil rights people, Gloria Steinem, for every step that they took in the last 10 years, we've taken 5 steps back. We are now, in 2017, we're basically the equivalent of 1967.
1950s, I was going to say, but yeah.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I'll buy it because we can't just live and let live. We have to be white privilege. We have to be black lives,
everybody needs
blue
a fucking
lives.
title at this point.
We have to be.
I mean, we've beaten this to a fucking extent.
The meme that I saw the other day about I found out my baby was a boy. Congratulations. He is going to be awesome and this and that. And somebody posted underneath it, and it was a meme that went around, and it was shared. I'm sure it's been nationwide. How dare you assume the gender of that baby? They haven't had the right to come. Fuck you. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Gender is not something you choose. It's something you're born with. Your sexual orientation is something you choose. And if you choose to change your gender, you have the right to do so.
Yeah.
But do not for 1 minute tell a parent that they're wrong for saying their baby who has a penis and is going to be born a male is wrong for determining and assuming the gender of that child. Fuck you. I'm out. Who went last, Eddie? Had to be. This was.
I think I ranted for a while, so
Mike, that's it, man. No, that's the top.
Are we done?
Yeah, it's a top.
Well,
top
first
10, man.
we have an award to give out. So allow me to hit this button right here.
You're not going to fuck with
wrong button.
True.
Let me give me a second.
Who does Bruce think?
It's so hard to find.
First of all,
WrestleMania.
let me explain something. I didn't want to go to the iPhone, but I did.
Folks, we need like a real soundboard.
Yes, we do. So donate www.patreon.com.
Patreon.com.
Get on that first T-shirt. Literally, you guys have 2 weeks. That's it.
First T-shirt's coming up, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks, yeah.
And
2
what's that
weeks.
T-shirt going to be?
Never
Or
main event of
I want
WrestleMania.
I'll donate. And
Or
I,
You
good
folks
heavens,
want
where
a
it's not public or
steaming
any
pile of
Bobby Heenan
horse shit
story.
printed on a shirt.
Nice
Put
one,
me on the
Greg.
spot like this.
Pretty
You know,
cool.
you
we
let me
got
look
one
at
more
this
beer
shit
left
beforehand.
in the
You guys
bucket
would be
of Guinness.
sad too
No,
because you're
don't
gonna see
read
this
'em.
T-shirt and be like,
Why
oh
is
my
Vince
God.
McMahon
Like,
obsessed with
that's actually
Tuesday
I'll
paper
tell you what.
shirts?
Like fuck.
I'll tell
I
you
can't
what.
believe I
He said he
didn't
was
donate
obsessed with
before
Well,
and
hey,
get this
Tuesday
shirt.
in Texas,
If
Taboo
Loki
Tuesday.
keeps a
Can I
template,
freestyle
you want
against?
this shirt?
Sure.
Pay-per-view
No,
replays back
right-
in
No,
the
I'm
day.
not.
wait,
No,
wait,
no.
wait,
I'm not.
wait.
I already said
No.
no. I already
Tuesday.
said no.
No,
So if
part
you
of the
miss
deal.
the
No.
pay-per-view on Sunday,
that was
you
part
can
of the
get
deal.
a
We
replay
wanna
on
make money,
Tuesday.
right?
So
No.
it feels as if
Listen,
there would
These
have
are
been
limited
deal.
shirts.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bernie.
they're
phenomenal
limited
amount of
edition.
purchases for the
After
replays
this,
that
if
would
you
have
want
given
one of these
people some
shirts, it's
sort of
$100 a
indication
pop.
that, hey, there is, for
$100
whatever
for
reason,
horse
an
shit.
I already
appetite for
look. I
Tuesday
already said I'm only
purchases.
making.
Let's just try to
Print
grow
it,
that.
burn it.
And
One
instead
for
of
me
just
and one for the
laying on
t-shirt of the
replay
month.
No,
business,
it will. No, I'm gonna make
let's
extras
try
past
to
that.
create some
There
new
will
content
be
to
a
see what
very
happens.
select
I'd guess
few
if
that I
anybody-
make
the
of specific
later,
shirts.
I don't
If
have
you
an answer
folks
for
want a
Tuesday in Texas,
special
but
And the
shirt-
only reason why I'm
Taboo
going to make
Tuesday
it
was
is because I
you
want to
had
have like special
Monday
things
Night
where
Raw
like, hey,
streaming
by the
tomorrow
way,
Sure, no, I get
6
that.
months
So
ago we
that
made a
was the
horse
Taboo Tuesday,
horse
but,
crap fucking T-shirt, and we
No,
want
no,
to
don't
about
Sully
I
it.
know,
Sully it.
horse
Say it. Say it.
horse shit. We made a horse
how
shit
was
T-shirt,
Carlos
and we want to
Colon to
actually
work with
make
at
it
the
available
93
to you
Royal
again.
Piece of cake.
Here-
Carlos
here's
is
the
always
rally.
important.
You know, here's the auction.
Folks,
right
here's
now.
the
Mike
thing.
on Twitter
You want
wants to know,
exclusive
how
shit
did
that
Bruce
you can't
find out
anywhere
Russo
else?
was leaving?
Click on
What
my
was the reaction
GoFundMe. I'm trying to
backstage?
improve the
Did it
equipment
cause
here.
Yes.
immediate changes
Click on my
/ rewrites
GoFundMe.
to
There'll be
TV?
a special
Vince called me at
goat
home.
T-shirt.
Ooh.
Told me that
A
Russo
special goat T-shirt. It's a
was
$50
leaving or
donation,
left.
but you get a special goat T-shirt
and
saying
to
that
take
you
a look
are
at the
the
TV.
goat fan of the Loki.
Wow.
see if anything
That's
needs to be
fantastic.
changed.
That's
and
what it'll
be
say.
Prepared to rewrite.
GOAT, which is what? Hit it.
Greatest.
That was about it.
Oh, go ahead.
Hit it.
Here's what people
Greatest
Take
of
JR
all
called me.
time.
Much
And then
like.
That's right, folks. Tom
The
Brady
JR called
of
me, gave me a
T-shirts.
heads up
Turn
first.
off the microphone.
I'm gonna
Anyway, you know
butcher
what's the
this
greatest
name.
of all
Mike
time?
on Twitter wants
This
to know,
award
why did
that
Fandango?
we're about to give out. You've heard about it. If you're the first time listening to this show, it's about time you hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Focus brings to you the Ted Nugent Award. And Eddie, tell them, who gets the Ted Nugent Award? Why do they get it? Oh, by the way, Stranglehold
Welcome to Twatter.
is Aaron Hernandez's favorite song. Why do they get this award, Ed?
Folks, people get the Ted Nugent Award when they are in the public eye. They do the most outrageous things that make you say, oh my God, did he really do that? And this one, I thought about it long and hard. At first, I was like, no, it's too easy.
Hey,
No,
Babeth.
it's too easy.
Hey, Babeth, he said long and hard.
Long and hard.
Yeah,
He was like talking about like being hard,
and then he said,
like,
said long.
I
and he was like,
I struggled over this one.
You're killing me. It's always come easy to you.
No, like
He's like
I
struggling.
really,
I am struggling to get it out. He said out.
Through all that hair.
I
Yeah,
really.
it's like yellow up a shirt. It's like,
At first, I was like, no, it's too easy. I said I wouldn't do it. But unfortunately, he did the unthinkable, so I have to do it. Hit the button. The button. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Ted Nugent Award goes to President Donald J. Trump.
I'm looking forward to this.
Wow.
Donald
Hashtag Miller time.
100 days in and you already get an award, buddy.
Right?
Donald J.
Wait,
Trump.
here it comes.
Donald J. Trump recently had guests to the White House. These guests included Kid Rock,
The New England Patriots.
Sarah Palin.
The New England Patriots.
No, this is a different visit.
Like half of them.
Yeah, right.
No, they were all there. They were all
No,
there.
they weren't.
No, that was fake news. They were all there.
Brady wasn't there.
Brady had to be
Brady's
there.
a huge Trump fan.
Look it up.
Anyway, so different visit altogether.
It was a wifey
It was
thing.
Kid Rock and his wife, Sarah Palin and her husband,
And
and hit the button. Ted, the anti-Semite Nugent.
he's really gotten good at this.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. Donald Trump has Ted Nugent to the fucking White House.
I saw that.
Posed with photos, took pictures. Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, and Sarah Palin posed by a Hillary Clinton picture. Oh my God, Donald Trump, are you fucking serious?
Hillary
You
Clinton
are
in the White House.
trying.
Oh, he
you
is.
are trying to tell people, I'm not racist, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm not. And you have Ted fucking Nugent at the White House. Fuck you. You get the award. Ted Nugent is a piece of draft dodging shit. The draft is slavery, by the way. But
you're gonna
he
dog
shit
Nugent
his
because
pants.
of it.
He shit his pants to get out of it. And you have him in the White House, who is notorious for saying things like Indians should just go back to fucking Mexico where they belong. No, they have to go back to their home country where they
Look,
belong.
I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen Ted Nugent a couple times on stage, mostly opening for Kiss over 20 years span. And one of the things I always found that he said was fucked up was, if you don't speak English, get the fuck out of my country. No, how about you learn English? You assimilate yourself. Don't just say, if you don't speak the language, get out.
Ted
Because,
Nugent,
and again,
you were part of the damn
the
Yankees.
the drunken idiots that are in the crowd that are there for Ted Nugent are going, woo! And I've said it a million times. Ted Nugent could have said, I'm wearing shoes. And the
Here's the thing,
drunken
like-
idiots would have gone, woo!
Just fucking have Alex
Play
Jones.
some Skinner.
Have Alex Jones to the fucking White House if you're going to have Ted Nugent. Fuck Ted Nugent. Seriously. And let's keep it real. I showed the proof. The guy is a fucking anti-Semite. He said the most fucked up things about Jewish people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you want that piece of shit in the White House? I'm sorry. Fuck Ted Nugent. That's why we have the Ted Nugent Award.
Yes.
If you disagree with me, Eddie Focus says, fuck you too.
And what amazes me, we started,
I'm going to do it.
don't do it.
Sure, Mike.
Don't do it. We can't afford it. We can't afford it.
We could.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com.
What drives me nuts is that we started this award a year and a half ago. You did. The Ted Nugent Award.
Because of Ted Nugent saying that stupid shit.
Yeah.
And we never, until today, had him be a part of the Ted Nugent Award.
Well,
other
he got
than
the
music.
first award.
Yes,
No,
he did.
he got the first
he
award.
was
That's
the
why
very
it's his
first,
award.
yeah.
So-
Like it's the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award. It's the Ted Nugent fucking award.
All right.
Exactly.
So
He was the first recipient of the award.
Here's the thing:
named after
if
the
you're,
award.
let's say you're Donald Trump, and everyone thinks you're a racist,
My hair is
fascist,
real.
misogynist, fucking whatever, you're gonna have people the White House to pose pictures with. Is Ted Nugent on that list?
I would venture to guess
I would
no.
hope not. I would hope not.
Are we square now?
Kid Rock, I'm fine with.
Kid
Even
Rock's a
Sarah
little-
Palin, I'm fine with, even though she's a nitwit.
I'm more okay
Ted
with
Nugent, fuck that guy.
I'm more okay with Kid Rock than I am Sarah Palin because let's be honest, Sarah Palin's a lying piece of shit Alaskan motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Not to
that's
say
about
that
it.
all Alaskans are liars.
That's about it.
What
That-
I'm
that's
saying
that's
is
where it ends.
Sarah Palin isn't exactly telling the truth to the American people.
Kid Rock, I think he's a sellout, but I don't think he's a fucking racist, misogynist piece of shit. I don't think he supports Donald Trump because he hates people. Like, Ted Nugent fucking hates people.
Yes, absolutely.
You ready to break out the last beer?
Fucking last beer.
Because I'm ready for him to. I'm going to play the music, and he's going to bestow the award. So say it again, Ed. Beer drop.
That's right. President Donald J. Trump, you are the recipient of the Ted Nugent Award for having Ted Nugent in the fucking White House. Dude,
Wow.
get some real friends.
Fantastic this week. That was got to be one of my favorites. Got to be one of my favorites.
Here's the thing. I have tried to avoid.
You've given Alan Jones the award, and I was questioning it, but this time I get it.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, sorry.
Here's the thing. I was trying to avoid Donald Trump because it's too fucking easy. Too easy.
But this time it wasn't.
And I struggled with it. But, like, you know what? He has had the king of the Ted Nugent Award at the White House. Something had to be said.
I agree.
You guys can disagree with me. You can agree with me.
I don't disagree.
And Donald Trump has done some fucked up shit, and I gave him a pass. I can't give him a pass on this.
And you don't have to.
I won't.
That's the beauty of it.
You know
So-
what? Fuck you, Ted Nugent. America.
And now, for our last Sam Adams gimmick of the day.
I don't know if it's because I'm already drunk, but that's good.
Well, I'm not even close to drunk, and Rebel Juiced is something that I was introduced to by Loki at Tokyo Sushi, where if you want to go out on a Saturday night and have a good time, go see Viking Entertainment Our friends Loki and Lady J are the head Mr. and mistresses of said karaoke gimmicks.
And if you want to have a good time, you walk up to Loki and you request la-di-da.
No, you request Black Hole Sun.
No, la-di-da.
America was trademarked. Mr. America needs a shout out.
Wait a minute. Why is what?
Actually, no, it's not. I gave you that. I called you Captain America. No.
And I gave him his gimmick.
No.
Wait a minute. Stop. Off time's clipping. Let's be real here. Back in the day, I knew this guy had talent, and I said, dude, you got to go live.
If you guys haven't had a chance to check him out, check out
Mr. America.
Check out the
bearded
backlogs.
truth.
Check out the backlogs. Loki is on it. I've been on it.
Yes, you have. And I comment on it often. I've
He's
never
good,
been.
peeps.
I've never been on live, and don't know if I ever will be. But however,
His beard is
this guy,
spectacular. His beard is spectacular.
not only is the beard spectacular, his ideas are pretty. For a 26-year-old guy, his ideas are
He's
pretty
got
spot on.
he's got the ideals right.
He's good.
He does.
He's
does.
good. With my help, he can be the best.
So what do we got?
With our help.
What
Well,
do we got?
we have a final countdown, which means Ed has to hit the.
There's your
gimmick.
shout out, you sexy beast.
Yeah. Time to start paying us
I'm
back.
actually going to be in the wedding, and Viking Entertainment will be DJing.
I won't be there.
How is
However,
that
I'll be
gonna
there in
happen?
spirit. I'll tell you this right now.
How's that
God
gonna
bless you. May you have, seriously, raise your glasses. May you have the best wedding and best marriage ever. I don't hold grudges. Man, do your thing. And while Europe is playing, I'm going to sip this fantastic.
Europe's done, bro.
May you have. All right, so Europe is done. So let's give credit to the Eternal Flame, who said to me, "You got a top 10 list this week, right?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, there's been a lot of crazy shit going on this week with dead people, right? And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why don't you make one of those lists?" And I said, "Well, we do have one particular guy who sits in the box and always says it's too soon." And she says, and I give her credit where credit is due. Blue backer, standing tall. Yeah, see? We stand behind those who stand behind us. Time to make a fucking lesson. Anyway, what she said was, why don't you make a list that just chase Eddie's asshole? And I said, challenge accepted. So, this week, we have the top 10 death and tragedy jokes that will pucker Eddie's butthole. Hashtag too soon.
Well, that's it for this episode of Logan Broke.
Anyway, the top 10 death and tragedy jokes that will pucker Eddie's butthole. Hashtag too soon. Honorable mention. Hey, JFK, how was your trip to Dallas? Oh, man, it was mind-blowing.
Too soon, man.
No, it's not. Number 10.
1960.
Number 10. Yeah, it was like fucking 45, 50 years ago. It's over. Number 10. Aaron
60
Hernandez.
years ago.
Let it go, Ed. Let it go. Number 10. Aaron Hernandez committed suicide as a reaction to hearing that if he was released from prison, he'd be signed by the Jets. Number 10.
Way too soon, man. Way too soon.
That's
Number
the truth.
9.
That's truth, though.
Number 9. Who knew Steve Stevens loved McNuggets so much? They really are to die for.
French fries, man. It was
Deserved.
French fries.
Number 8. The only reason John Lennon died is because Yoko ducked.
Hey.
Number
come
7.
on.
I'll buy it.
Number 7. What's the opposite of Christopher Reeve?
No, don't. No.
Christopher Walken.
I like it.
Number 6. What do Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt have in
Or
common?
Christopher Living.
Yeah, pretty much. Number 6. What do Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt have in common?
Not the wall.
The wall.
Their last big hit was The Wall. Number 5. What does JFK Jr. miss most about Martha's Vineyard? The runway.
Christopher Living.
Number 4. Michael Jackson hasn't been this stiff since Macaulay Culkin spent the night at Neverland. Their last big hit was Finally, I get a reaction out of this guy. Number 3. What was the last thing to go through Kurt Cobain's mind? His teeth. Number 4.
I would think maybe, probably Steve.
Number 2. What's the difference? Oh, okay.
Not necessarily.
Number 2. What's the difference between Princess Diana and a blade of grass?
Oh, come on. Princess Diana's a saint.
What's the difference between Princess Diana and a blade of grass?
Number 2, what's
Paparazzi.
About 6 feet.
That's true.
And number 1,
Princess Diana?
how do you reunite an excess?
Oh, come on. Princess Diana's
4 more leather belts. I'm done.
Oh,
Thank you for your time. Eddie's butt is puckered. I've done my job. Thank
You just unplugged us for a brief second.
How do you reunite?
Yeah, like everybody.
Whoa.
I unplugged me.
That's what you get for wrapping that
You know
cord
what?
so much, man.
That was a great list, Chris.
You're a liar.
No, it was. And because of
That's
that,
my guy.
Uh-oh.
next week, there will be a list by me.
I look forward to your list, although your last list about my comic book thing was totally off.
It was
Mama Smith is donating $25 to
Congratulations.
autism
Thank you.
awareness.
We're up to $275.
No!
Mama
I mean,
Smith.
yeah.
Look,
But
this is the first to go. Your sweater is safe.
this will be...
What you don't want is Blair Tugman.
Mama Smith
to
is
follow
donating
through.
$25 to
That's what you don't want.
Thank you. We're up to
That's what you don't want.
No, my mom wants my haircut too. That's what she said. Did you cut your hair yet?
We gotta get to a grand scheme, Mama. Hey, listen. I know we mentioned Mr. America earlier. Let's mention a lot of other people that have helped us along the way. All of our affiliate links: WWE, Amazon, Zounds, King Cooler, Ed. Are there more?
Swift Tech is a new one.
Yes, Swift Tech. Yes.
I think that's it.
Okay. Let's also mention Sublime
We like
Inc.
King
in
Cooler.
Groton, Connecticut.
I'll tell you what.
TV show.
King Cooler. If I sell like 45 of your
I don't have the
items,
link
can I
up
get a
yet.
freebie?
The TV show. I got to get that up, or you folks can get stuff for your favorite TV shows like Breaking Bad.
Oh, I got something real quick when you're done.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, later on this week, via the magic of Eddie's fucking computer and his genius, and let me say that, I don't say that lightly, his genius. Ed and I are going to have a discussion that is tied into the Local Jabroni Show about the Netflix original series, 13 Reasons Why. I finished it this morning. In 3 days, I finished the entire series. First of all, fuck you for getting me back into episodic television.
Fantastic television.
Oh, my
that was
God.
an incredible show.
The last episode was terrible.
No, the last episode was really good.
Really?
Although I thought,
You didn't like
did
it?
you watch it? 3 days I finished. Mike, I'm proud, man. I just brought this up to you the other day. You didn't watch it.
I did. I didn't like the last episode, is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what I didn't like about the last episode. Spoiler alert. Cover your ears. Alex. I didn't think it would be him. I thought it would be the photographer guy. You know what I mean?
Maybe I knew it was going to be him. Maybe
Stop
that's what
right there.
pissed me
That's
off.
what I'm going to say.
Stop right there. If you want to talk about this,
We're going to do it on
you
a
need to
private...
donate to Patreon right now.
No, this is going to be a separate offshoot. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch the shit. What I'm saying is this guy and me are going to go on. Did you really watch all 13 episodes?
Yeah, I watched it.
Stop right there. If you want to talk
Hot
about
shit,
this,
man. I'm just going to
God, I wish I could watch Netflix at work.
Right?
This is going to be a separate.
A great series.
Spoilers.
And you know what? It's not only is it a great series,
You know what got me
great
was
topic,
actually-
Oh,
very
without
important.
question.
And you know what impressed the hell out of me?
What?
Executive produced by Selena Gomez.
Yes.
I wish I could watch.
We noticed that
Yeah.
quick. Another thing I noticed was the
I didn't know that.
principal was played by what was his name? Steven Weber, who is most famous for Wings. Very fantastic.
The lead actress there who played
Which is
Hannah
also,
Baker.
was it Sandman?
I think so.
Yeah.
the lead actress who played Hannah is from Australia.
Really?
And that's her breakout role. Like she's there's a I don't know if you saw on Netflix. There's a behind the scenes kind of.
No, I didn't.
There's a behind the scenes documentary about the show on it where they interviewed everybody, and she is like diehard Australian, thick accent, and everything. She's a phenomenal.
One night
actress.
this week, this guy and I are going to
So
get
is
online.
fucking Lincoln from fucking Walking Dead. He's got a
Who's
thick
the other-
ass
No, no,
fucking
no,
Actually,
voice.
the 100. You're talking about the
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I love the 100. The main actress is most of them are Australian.
The
That's
main
what I'm saying.
actress on.
I don't know. It's the same way. They
I
don't
know,
fucking.
Yeah.
I know 2 weeks ago I told you guys to go out and find the outsiders. The girl that plays the head hillbilly, they call her the Brennan. She's like the leader of the clan. the Mountain Clan. She's Australian.
Yeah.
And she plays the role so effectively. One night this week, this guy and I are going to get online. And we're going
Isn't
to talk
Margot
about this
Robbie
show.
Australian too? If I'm not mistaken. or
Yes,
something?
yes, indeed.
Like, yeah, she's phenomenal. I don't know if you ever saw The Wolf of Wall Street. She's fucking great in that.
She had the best Brooklyn accent I've ever heard.
I mean, forget Suicide Squad. Like Wolf of Wall Street, she's fucking great.
Dude, Suicide Squad sucks. Let's be
I
real.
heard she was the only good thing
Let's
about
be
it. I haven't
real.
seen it yet.
It sucks.
she was,
Sucks.
but
You
I
got
also
Fire Stick. You still haven't seen fucking Suicide Squad.
I
It's like
also want to
I
throw
don't
a
have a fire. Can we stop talking about hacking the fire stick?
listen. In so far as Suicide Squad,
borrow
I
mine?
thought the third Olsen twin. The third, I call her the third Olsen twin. She's the younger sister, Elizabeth Olsen,
Oh,
who
yeah.
played the
Scarlet
main
Witch.
Scarlet
evil.
Witch.
Yeah,
I love her. Actually,
she
I love
was phenomenal.
I love Elizabeth
To
Olsen.
me, in that movie,
I love the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
I do too.
to me, it was Margot Robbie and Elizabeth Olsen. The rest of them fell flat. Jared Leto, I told you I'd wait till I saw the movie. Fell flat. I still think
I've heard he's not in it. I heard he's not
They
in it.
cut a
enough.
lot of his shit out, man.
'Cause it's all
Let me
like
tell
it's
you,
all like
man,
flashback.
I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you what, they cut a lot of his shit
Okay.
out. I think if you gotta also before we really we do gotta close this off real quick, and we'll see you guys on the Patreon live. Before we close this out, let me say this: there are, just like in the comics, there are a multitude of Jokers, and I'm sorry, but he was the fucking gangster Joker. You remember that? Now, you haven't seen it. Remember that scene? Prime example. He's in the fucking club, and he's like,
yeah.
checking out my woman, huh?
Mhm.
You want to fucking sleep with her? You want to be with my fucking woman?
Look.
Like, that gangster feel. Let me tell you, dude, he drilled it. He fucking drilled it.
What's that graphic novel? Not The Killing Joke. Heath Ledger is The Killing Joke. Plain and simple.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of that's a killing joke. Yeah.
Who's the
Long Halloween?
The Long Halloween? Is that kind of Jared Leto? Is that more?
That seems a lot like Jared
I
Leto,
was
but
gonna
at the
say
same
that, or
time,
no.
he's
no, the
borrowing
one,
a
no,
lot from
I
another
think,
one.
I think you're talking about
Oh.
the one, the death.
no.
Where he shoots fucking Barbara.
Yes. Oh Christ! What was that one?
Oh, that's
Death in the
no,
Family.
That's
No,
Long
Death
that
in the
wasn't
Family.
Death in the Family.
That's
That was
Long
Long
Halloween.
Halloween.
That was okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Long
that's
Halloween.
Long Halloween.
That's
That
where
was-
he
that was-
actually sexually assaults fucking
Barbara Gordon.
yeah, exactly. Barbara
'Cause-
Gordon,
'cause-
right in front of his dad, or right in front of her dad.
Because Jack Nicholson is fucking.
He's a psycho.
Well, he. I'm trying to think.
There was no graphic novels at that point that really he could.
Well, yeah,
draw
no.
off of.
You gotta understand.
There were a few.
Those graphic novels that everybody pulls from was like 1986,
Yeah.
Yeah.
1990.
The
big
Killing
stories.
Joke was like 1993. I remember reading that and like, wow.
Jack Nicholson is definitely The Dark Knight Rises, not
Yeah.
The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Jack Nicholson. The Killing Joke is definitely Heath Ledger. Long Halloween. I haven't seen Jared Leto yet, but that's the
He was
impression I
good,
got.
but he didn't leave that much of an impression on a longtime Batman.
You know what?
fan.
It wasn't all the scenes.
the problem was
didn't
it's
do it
not
for
a
me.
Batman
It was that
movie.
scene.
That's a problem.
It doesn't
it was
matter.
That
The Joker
scene for
is
me.
a
When
character.
he turned around, he was like,
And I'll buy that.
"You're
But
checking out my woman."
For someone
it
who
was
has
just like,
followed the
that's
Batman
such a Joker fucking
storyline,
thing, dude.
for someone who's followed the Batman storyline and understands the character, Jared Leto really didn't bring out enough. Whereas Heath Ledger brought out too much.
You know
But
what?
you also got to realize,
to the point. If you
I
don't
think
mind me
this is the
stopping
only
it,
one that actually showed you the fucked up relationship between Harley and the Joker.
right? Because they didn't show
Everybody
it.
tries to
This is the-
romance.
This is the first
what
time
Harley and the
Quinn's
Joker
been
are.
in there.
Right,
Exactly.
because they were originally just the animated gimmick, and that's all.
Well,
and
that's
good.
where she was created.
Right, but
The comics really put
the
a more
Joker
fucked up.
But the Joker himself, I can't put him on any timeline.
Let's not
with Jared
forget
Leto.
about
You know
the
what?
time. How about the time when fucking Harley Quinn actually came down and saw all the Harleys that came before her?
Right.
You remember that
So,
fucking
yeah,
Tell you
comic?
what, you know what? You guys want to talk about this? You need to donate $1.
Yeah.
We're cutting off,
We're going to
So-
Patreon right now.
folks.
We'll see you guys Sunday.
We'll see you Sunday.
April
At
30th.
Aruga's.
Jane.
If you live in
32.
Connecticut, Mohegan Sun area.
Aruga's 32. Arugas 32. Be there Sunday, 7:30 to 11. Loki Jabroni live with Eddie Fuckus. We will be there with Shane Douglas, the franchise.
And I'm going to take his Red Sox crap off.
This concludes another great episode of You Know It's Fucked Up.
We'll see you in a month.
See you soon.